Glasgow it's ginger, but the top selling juice in Scotland is Iron Brew, which is lovely. And they recently, because we have a new tax on high sugary content drinks, they've recently changed the formula to reduce the sugar in the full fat Iron Brew. So now when we talk about full fat Iron Brew, what we mean is like the original recipe full fat Iron Brew, and then there's fake Iron Brew, which is the new recipe Iron Brew, and diet Iron Brew, which is the obviously the diet version, and then there's a version of Iron Brew Zero, which is called, I can't remember what its proper name is, but I've heard people call it half fat Iron Brew. So yeah, we use fat to mean like good.
Okay, Jilly,
Really?
can you see the Mixer stream now or not?
I'm refreshing.
Offline, you're watching previously recorded content. I'll refresh again.
Yeah, I see me standing around.
You're still offline, I'm afraid.
Hold on, it's thinking about it. Yeah, it keeps trying to play one of our Destiny
Leo Crow,
things.
I think people are able to see the restream, so they can see the live stream. It's just that our other participants who aren't here with us can't see what we're doing, so they can't comment on it.
Give it a second while we fix that. Hey, Zachary Stevens. Yeah, he says, "What's up? I'm late." Leah gives him a thumbs up. We are attempting to troubleshoot something while we're playing the Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. It is a bonus game in the world of Life is Strange that we're going to be finishing things up, Zach. So give us a few seconds while we figure out exactly what's going on here. I tested our upload, and we're still like 83 up and 86 down.
Oh, yeah,
so...
no, I'm not saying it was with our connection, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
it's not unusual to have various, like, rendering issues or process or compression issues. We don't usually have an error where it's network related, and there I was getting it from both sides.
Yep.
Well, are we able to play the game on a 40-second delay or whatever the YouTube stream will do?
Yes, but you'll be listening to yourselves talk, or you'll not have any audio.
Woohoo.
Have you seen that QI episode where they made them just like a second out of phase, and it very much confused many of them when they tried to recite a poem, I think it was. Apart from Alan Davies?
What, Alan?
Yeah, he was like the only one that was able to listen to his voice out of sync and still read the poem.
Alan. Yeah, I'm sorry. Every time I hear that name, all I can think of is Jurassic Park 3. I want to know who thought of that scene and who are the idiots who didn't raise their hand and say, excuse me, we can't do this. This is stupid. We're going to be made fun of for the next 20 years.
We should be back up now on Mixer, so you should be able to see that.
Yeah, but clearly those people were the ones who were then given the Jurassic World franchise.
You see it?
I see the Mixer, yeah.
No, okay, OBS just gave me an error. An unexpected error occurred attempting to stream to this server. Maybe Mixer is just having a bad day of some sort.
You're back. You're back for me, apparently.
Nope. I don't think so.
Nope, you're not. Sorry.
No. Oh, no, this is... Okay, this is streaming the Spirit that we just started, but it's still showing us offline.
Yeah, Mixer's really weird. It doesn't seem to like showing the offline screens the way like Twitch and YouTube do. So it just says, "Oh, you must want to watch the last thing that was played here," which is really annoying.
Yeah, Zachary agrees. Jurassic Park 3 is not very good, which I wholeheartedly.
You can watch the first Jurassic Park movie, and I think after that it's all done.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Jaws series. It's like the first one was fantastic, and everything afterwards is not up to snuff.
No.
You didn't think Jaws 3D, where he like chased the helicopter over 200 miles, was realistic?
No. Not even a question. No. It's a shark movie that literally jumped the shark.
Figuratively jumped. Oh, are we able to
we able to what?
Narc, are you able to just stream to Mixer from the Xbox using the built-in Xbox streaming?
That's what I suggested that he do.
Oh, that'll be my next thing.
Like the overlay.
I've put it back up. Yeah, but again, if we're having a network, no, failing to connect. If we're having a failing to connect there, then we're going to have it even if I do it here. But I will try it.
I don't see any reason not to try it. So is it just Mixer, or is it YouTube in general, or is it Restream? No, it's just Mixer. No, it's just Mixer. Okay, yep. So it's just Jillian Funk we're trying to sort, ladies and germs.
We're the troublemakers.
Yeah. Well, no, technically, it's just this is the only service that's given us a lag-free version to stream from. There's not a lot of competition in this market. Therefore,
the Xbox says encountered an error connecting to FTL. Please try again.
Yeah. So it's on.
Okay, so Mixer's borked.
Yep. So we may just have to YouTube it.
A bad day.
Yeah.
But I can't do that. I literally can't broadcast to the same YouTube channel in 2 locations.
No, they'll just have to watch the same as everybody else, is what I'm saying.
Which means they'll either hear nothing or themselves.
Yes. They'll just have to mute it and read along, because it has subtitles.
All right.
Zachary's R.I.P. Mixer. Yeah, rip the Mixer.
Yeah, I guess they're just having a bad time at the moment. Okay.
Can you stream to Twitch?
We are streaming to Twitch.
Yeah, we are.
But can we watch Twitch and not YouTube?
You can watch whatever you want, full fat.
Twitch and YouTube are getting the same stream from us. I would suggest
can't separate those streams.
No, I cannot. I'm going to put a link in the channel.
If anyone has another service to suggest, please leave a comment below. Are you a streamer?
I'm about to click a lot of stuff.
Would you like to be? Would you like to bang your head on the wall every time you have a technical issue? Would you like to troubleshoot your own technical stuff for hours on end? Then you too can be a streamer.
Oh, now we're... What?
I think we should start a rendition of my favorite bath time gurgles.
What?
That's a Douglas Adams joke. You should get that. He's from England.
I don't get that. Like, I'm racking my brain. I cannot think of
it. It's Hitchhikers.
Is that only in the books or the radio show though? Is that taken out of some of the other?
That actually was probably in the radio show program that he wrote. Yeah. So. Leah Crow, don't cross the stream.
So Funk or Jilly, can either one of you see that stream there?
Yeah, I can see it and hear myself as well, which is hilarious.
Link in the chat, Funk.
Yes.
Okay, so you can see
Sweet. All right. So here we are again.
Wow. Okay.
Welcome to part 2.
No, that's also dropping 70% of frames due to network.
No big deal. We only need 10 frames a second, dude. It's fine.
You're not even gonna get that. You're getting 160 kilobits. It is dropping 80% of frames.
That's okay.
All right, well, we'll try and go.
Well, it kind of hurts a little.
Really? I can give you an ice pack and maybe one of my pills. No pain and no swelling. It makes me sad that you got hurt.
It's not that bad. I'm fine.
Okay. Won't bother you anymore. So you must be excited for Christmas.
All right, maybe this doesn't work.
I'm always excited for Christmas.
Jilly, are you seeing anything or not?
I'm seeing it. I'm not listening to it.
Maybe.
But you guys all dropped out there for about 2 minutes.
Since mine is broken.
Then Santa needs to get me a new job. It has to be a console. A basketball costs $10.
Okay. Oh, since it's Saturday, are we gonna get a Christmas tree? You said we could get a real pine.
Yes, I did, and yes, we are. but I just
we're
want
gonna
to
steal
watch
one
the
from the
game before
neighbors.
we go, okay?
The theme is back.
I
Hi,
should
Nathema.
always fall asleep.
I get the
I
thing.
won't
The
today.
thing works for like
If I
15
do,
seconds, and
just
then I.
wake me up and we'll
Yeah.
go. Promise.
Okay.
Oh wait, now we are buffering.
Promise.
I do.
I had to
Oh
restart
yeah, me
it.
too. All right.
Okay.
Now go take advantage of your weekend. Perfect weather outside for you to play. Whatever. You're free. Come grab me later.
I feel like that's a lie.
I'm gonna stay in here. I got a whole other 6-pack to finish. I love how that basketball game is just frozen in the background.
Yeah, has he paused it? Is that a thing one does with sports?
If he has a DVR, he could, but I don't think we're intended to believe that he paused a playoff game.
Yeah,
Probably not.
exactly.
I
like
think they're just being lazy. Well, let's. Oh no! I guess he was.
Wow.
Okay.
That's cold.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like his lazy boy. Zachary says, yeah, give your kids prescription painkillers today. Well, I think we're supposed to believe that he's probably got a condition where the kid needs them. And if that's the case, then yeah, he's not doing too good.
What condition do you think it is?
Lupus.
Okay.
Lupus?
What would
No, but it's
Captain
never
Spirit do?
lupus.
My uncle died of lupus.
Ew.
See?
Sticky beer
It's
can-
never lupus.
Besides, it's light beer, kid.
I'll take a
I
look
wonder
at
if
the
this
journal.
is going to be another slightly.
Oh, I guess I missed a chance to pulverize the cans instead of just throw them out. I should be using more superpowers.
Ooh, Dad's going shopping.
Sugar, paper, battery. Just one. Since batteries,
Coffee,
just
beer,
getting one
milk.
battery. Maybe a car battery?
Barbecue
Coffee,
chips.
beer, milk, barbecue chips.
Yeah, the nutrition this kid is
all
getting
the food
is
groups
obviously
are
the best.
represented.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee,
I
beer,
really want some barbecue
milk,
crisps.
and barbecue. Yeah, actually, me too.
Zachary asks, what's lupus?
I've never
That's
seen
an
a beer
autoimmune
around
disease.
here.
Come on, come on! Oh yeah! Score!
But the it's
Okay.
never lupus joke comes from House.
Yeah,
Yes.
All right.
a running gag for the 8 series of that show.
Watching 5 PS NBA over
Did I
here.
tell you
It's funny.
guys about how big of a butthead
Now,
I
if
am?
you stood here, I wonder how quickly it would take the basketball game to start repeating.
I
Yeah,
think it
Nathema
already
says-
has.
Let's
Yeah.
go stare at it.
The father reminds of Frank of Life is Strange. Yeah, to be honest, I think the male character model, there are a lot of similarities, and I don't think there's enough highly variated, face styles to discern between them. So I think we're going to get that a lot between some of the male characters of very fuzzy faces.
So, Zach's also asking, or Zachary, sorry, I didn't mean to shorten your name accidentally, what an autoimmune disease is. It basically is where the mechanisms that your body uses to defend itself against invaders is either turned on itself or completely flattened. So basically your body doesn't respond very well to threats. It either is constantly viewing everything, even natural processes that usually happen in the body, as a threat, or it's not able to respond to a threat at all.
Wait
What
a
does
minute.
respond
Too
mean?
busy to care if I go online.
What month is it? Take
I'm
a look at that
sure I
letter.
can
See if it's
do
got a
You
date
said
on
it was
on this
2016, so
Friday, too.
theoretically this is 6 years after the previous
It's
games.
somewhere between November and April, I'm guessing,
Yeah.
based on the snowscape.
Play mustard party, play mustard party, play mustard party.
Is it Hot Dog Man?
I don't know, I just want it to be
So, I
mustard
mean,
party.
Dear Charles, we wanted to let you know how much we both care about you and Chris. I know life has been hard since Emily left us, but we're still a family and we intend to keep it that way. That includes making sure Chris is getting all the care he needs at this fragile age. We've always been honest with you, so please take our concern as a sign of our love, the way you loved our beautiful daughter. Okay, so Mom is dead. We also heard through a friend that you were in some kind of bar fight and that the police declined to arrest you. Thank God, please take care of yourself. I don't know, maybe you need to be arrested. To cut to the chase, we want to help.
In America!
Well, he's a white dude, so forget it.
What does that mean?
I've watched Orange is the New Black. I understand your penal system.
There's my hot dog man.
Yep. It's Hot Dog Man.
I find
I
him
can't
creepy
see
as all
Dad
hell.
selling homes. Whoa, is he getting us tickets again? Best dad ever.
Yeah, especially since he's
Portland
unemployed.
HeroCon 2017. Okay, so this is okay. So I'm guessing it's what, November or December 2016, I guess. Before Christmas 2016.
Okay, so this is 6 or potentially 7 years after the
Right,
previous
because the
game.
advent calendar's up. Okay.
Yeah.
That would be a blast being
Basketball
right
playoffs
off
aren't going on in December. Doesn't make any sense.
Do we know where in the
It
country
could be
we are?
October.
Why has he got an advent calendar then?
Yeah. I
Also,
don't know.
October's baseball playoffs.
Zachary says it's his dream to go to Portland.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. There's no basketball playoffs, and that doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, that just means it was written by somebody who doesn't follow sports, which are all of
look at
us,
that
so
pages.
therefore it's fine.
Yeah, all right.
Since
I'll allow it.
I don't care about the accuracy of that particular point of this game.
Do you guys think these teenage freight hoppers are Chloe and Max?
Ooh, that's an interesting question.
You mean Chloe and Rachel?
No,
Max-
Rachel's dead.
Yeah, but they were the ones that got on a freight train.
Yeah, but still. I think it's Chloe and
Maybe I
Max.
should help Dad clean the house. Instead
I'm
of
sorry,
playing-
no kid thinks that at that age, not even remotely. That's
What?
not
I
indicative.
don't know. I think some might.
When did you ever think, we need to clean up the house? Never. Never growing up did we think that.
What if I had real superpowers?
Some weird kids
Protect
probably
the
do.
whole town.
Microwave a toy so it melts.
What? How
The
would you do that?
electric
It'll
stove.
stink up the microwave and the
You guys
kitchen.
ever microwave
That's what
grapes?
kids would do.
Maybe I could cook something for Dad.
Maybe bad kids. They sure as hell wouldn't do it when their dad's 20 feet away. I know. I'll stick a piece of plastic in here and start a fire. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. We've got a to-do list. I can make Captain Spirit's costume now. I can find what I need around. Captain Spirit's treasure is buried here. I need to assemble 2 parts of the map to find the way. I can practice my target skills on the beer cans. Keep my eye on Mantroid and his supervillains. Or use my spaceship and find him. Mustard Party too, but I need to unlock Dad's phone. And I can't let the water eater defeat me. The water eater? Is that the refrigerator?
Yes.
Okay.
That is the water eater. Or is it supposed to be a water heater?
Maybe?
Yeah. Oh, he plays in
It
the
does
basement,
look
so
like
the
a
water
water
heater is the
heater.
evil character he fights. Okay, I get it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes more sense than the refrigerator.
Local police
Refrigerators
face
are good.
protests and shooting death.
Zachary says I almost blew up
Yeah.
microwave by putting popcorn in without removing the foil. Yeah, that now see that's a mistake though. That was by accident, not desire. So yeah. Now if the kid like stuck a Jippy Pop thing in there, then yeah, I would definitely smack him.
Oh, we're gonna look at Dad's little black book.
Luckily he noticed it before burning.
Chris,
Yeah,
is
burnt popcorn is
We're in number
I'm a little
2
uncomfortable
on
about
this
that,
list.
but okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh look, he's getting pizza
Cool
too.
story, Dad.
Just Dad's cell phone and a pizzeria and
We should write that down in case of
Ronaldo?
emergencies. I love now that the area code is 555 and
Better
not
take
the
it out.
prefix. Did you notice that?
Ugh.
Wilfon says that he had the government building evacuated when they made popcorn at work and failed. That's hilarious.
Poor Wilfon. Oh my god, that's awful.
Yikes.
Pretty interesting. I
could
worked
just
at a
see-
government building and
Yeah.
would spend
Oh, yeah.
our Tuesdays
That's it.
at lunchtime microwaving every single thing in the physics lab.
That is-
I wish
Wow.
I could have gone on a hike with Mom.
We broke 2 or 3 microwaves only and nothing killed us, as far as we know.
I'm wondering what watch
has to be
lists you
mine.
guys are both on.
She liked art.
this art.
I feel like that must be a reference, but I can't quite figure out what it's to.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Oh, that's Jefferson.
Oh goodness. That is creepy as hell.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, duh.
Now, were we supposed to know who this is exactly? Like, which poor drugged girl in the dark room we're looking at?
Well, it's from
no
1990 to
idea.
1995, so probably not. Now, here's the weird
So there's
part.
probably a
Mark
lot of them.
Jefferson has now been exposed. He's been exposed for years, and his mom
Owns an old
Dead.
copy of his book.
So she kept the old copy of his book,
Oh,
even though
wait a
she
minute.
knows a
Maybe
rapist.
she was one of his victims or something. Ooh.
Would you keep it?
Well, he's technically have it. She's dead. So, do you know what I mean? He could have been. She could have been one of his victims and whatnot.
Yeah, okay, that's
Yeah,
still
but you
weird.
wouldn't have
I wonder why Dad
like
never
your
hangs out with
attacker's
us
trophy
anymore.
book. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you wouldn't think so, but again,
Maybe if
you
you're
know,
weird.
he could not be that
Life-
bright.
And Dad is a male friend from who he is for no
Leah
certain reason
mentions
estranged.
that Jefferson has been at this for way too long. If that book's from
Yeah.
1990, 1995, I
Yes.
am inclined to agree, Leah. It's so creepy.
Well, you got to start young, you know. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Hopefully, he hadn't yet matured
Sorry, Pop.
to
It's war.
the psycho behavior at that point. Everything was consensual.
Oh, I love how they say soft bullet gun rather than Nerf because, you know, copyrights.
Zachary says he
That
wasn't
was
even
even
alive.
Cheap shot.
In 1990 or 1990
Oh my god, you shot Dad in the head.
Oh,
We win, game over.
Son,
the
you
zombie
was dead.
No way! That was a headshot!
I am a super zombie.
Well, I'm a superhero!
Can't argue with that. Zombie down.
Zombie needs another
Spirit
beer, son.
Strikes back.
Get zombie another beer, will you, son?
Yeah, and get them barbecue chips.
And some more books down here.
Yeah, we need to throw some books at him.
Let's check this out.
Cities of the Pain 50. Western movies to die
To
for.
die for.
Ooh, that looks scary. I should read that.
Nightshade Diaries by Tiffany Krog. Oh, I wanted to read it. Lied to me.
Well, I think it's just going to be like highlights and teases and not actual in-depth. We're going to be playing this for 6 hours. Besides, somebody's probably, you know, made a fanfic about it online you can read.
All right, now let's find Cade's secret stash. Let's see.
I'm glad Dad kept Mom's perfume. Smells just like her.
He uses it
This is
now
a big
instead
house.
of taking a shower.
This is a double wide. What are you talking about?
Is there a phone ringing? There's a phone ringing.
I've never seen Dad get that mad.
And Dad punches the walls.
It really scares me.
This house is like a step and a half
Here's
above
how
a trailer.
creepy I am. One
Uh-oh.
of my...
You're very creepy, Funk. I mean,
Yeah.
It's true.
I'm
Even when
very
you don't
fond
wanna
of you,
be.
but you're very creepy.
Yeah, seriously.
One of my ex-girlfriends wore this perfume that I really liked.
You don't hear the
So
phone
you wear it
ringing off
every
the
weekend?
hook?
But I do have a bottle of that perfume. I found it on sale and I spray it sometimes.
Oh, that's not creepy.
Oh, okay.
No, what's
I
creepy
thought
is
it
what he
was.
wears when he
Oh.
does it.
Okay,
It's usually
no,
something
it
in
smells
chiffon.
The phone rang and we missed it.
Duh.
Smells are very
All the
evocative.
pizza place.
Yeah,
Oh,
call
it's
pizza delivery.
Reynolds. I could not read
Yeah,
that when
I
it was written
couldn't.
on the
I couldn't
post-it.
read it either.
Isn't that supposed to be Reynolds?
Ooh, pizza.
The Reynolds? The Reynolds?
Sure no. Baba's
As in Bert?
Pizzeria is closed, but if you can wait, our business hours are Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. If you would like to leave a message for Augusto, please do so.
Pizza?
Now I want pizza.
You like your pizza with your
I've
bullets?
had pizza today. It was very good.
Mhm. We had pizza this weekend.
You better not be making any prank calls.
Too late.
All right, now let's go back. I wonder if was the
Let's
phone
call
call
Dad's
triggered
cell
by
phone
time,
number.
or was it triggered because we went into Dad's room?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I do wonder if this game's playing a bit more with the concept of timings and actions than the previous ones were.
I'm wondering if you can play dress up with Mom's clothes.
I like
wait,
that
was
he's
that
got a
out loud?
wood-burning stove as a heater,
That
but also an
does not look
electric
good.
stove.
No, we should totally fix the lamp.
What, you have one for the week and one for Sunday best.
The world is in perfect place.
Did a joint just fall out of that lamp?
Oh, key.
Oh, no, it was a key. Okay, I'm sorry.
Ooh, the
Thought you found
mystery
Dad's
of the
stash
secret
there for a
key
second.
is solved.
Yes, Zach, I think the mom
Oh
is
yeah,
dead.
that mom's
Mom
way
is
dead.
And then we're going to find out she's buried under the double wide.
She was killed by Jefferson.
What? Oh,
Mhm.
Oh no, that can't be because it was years ago.
Ooh, maybe he accidentally killed Mom with his superpowers.
Maybe Mom is Jefferson.
Oh, wow.
Mom
There's
and
a
Dad would
twist.
always let me sleep with them whenever I got scared.
Oh, there's an inventory system in this game? This is amazing.
Hell, there's stains on that bed. That comforter hasn't been washed in God knows how long.
Dad doesn't play Mom's records as much as before.
Oh my god, who leaves a dust cover open on the
Nobody.
record player?
Yeah, that's so wrong.
Nobody plays records as much as they used to.
Yeah, but it's funny. That actually looks like a set that similar to what Narkin had as kids growing up.
And where's the preamp? Oh my goodness. What a terrible setup. It does have a counterweight though.
I'm a huntress for a husband lost at sea.
Zachary wants a record player.
If I had you here,
Yeah, there's the amp right there.
I'd be boy and you'd be girl.
That's where the key goes, I guess.
Beautiful, calling moon and moon.
Do you guys ever have any of those locking video cabinets?
Locked.
I had some of the floppy disk holders that had little cheese ball locks on them.
Your door.
Will Francis Toriamus wannabe?
See you no more.
My parents
yeah.
had a locking videotape cabinet, and those are usually for like porn or whatever, but
Yeah,
it
that's what
just
I'm
had our movies. It just
who,
must have just...
who would make your videotape
Was it
escape?
locked?
Okay, so Dad's paused the playoff game again, and is he writing something? He's drawing something?
So,
Maybe he's keeping score.
but maybe it also isn't a live game if he's happy to pause it.
I love
Yeah, do we know who did the music for this?
records. Careful of booby traps.
Yeah, Zach wants to know, Funk, if your videos were locked away.
Yeah, he has a lot of inappropriate
Oh,
material.
yes, they were locked. So if we wanted to watch Scamper the Penguin or whatever, I had to go find my mom, get her to unlock the thing, and then put Scamper in the VCR.
Is it that we're trying to prevent you from playing it, or were they trying to prevent people from taking it? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Dear Charles Erickson, I'm 12 and I want to play some pro basketball one day. My parents take me to all your games. You're great.
Oh, his dad's a basketball player.
I hope you are drafted. Well, probably a college player who didn't make it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
You get hooked on the codeine because his knees were shot.
You... In the United States, you probably gathered this from media, Jilly, but in the United States, college basketball and college football are almost, well, probably bigger than the pro game.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we had a conversation about this.
Oh, we
Must have
did?
been during Life is Strange when we were talking about how
Oh.
it's such a big thing to go to like a college football ground. Because I think we were talking about it when we saw the football grounds in Life is Strange. For the...
Football grounds.
Is that not the right word?
No, more like coffee grounds. More like a
Okay,
football
so Dad
stadium
has
or
a
field.
note, a handwritten letter from someone calling themselves your tiny dancer, Audra. I was sorry about what I said last night. I was just pissed you don't seem to listen to me when I express myself. My job can be very stressful. I know it stresses you out, so that's why I want to be more involved in your world. I hate to see you get so sad when you make me so happy. I'm still waiting to meet your son, and I get the feeling you might be ashamed of me. Don't be angry. I hope I'm wrong, but you do say things that hurt my feelings. I care for you in so many ways, and I've just had to express myself so you understand. I think about you and me together, so I hope you know this message comes from a place of love in your heart. Okay, so he's dating a woman, and he has not introduced this woman to his son.
Yeah, but there is also a woman called Claire who gave the son a chocolate advent calendar. Yeah. I think Daddy's
perhaps Claire is his sister.
I think Audra's a stripper.
Yeah, Audra is an exotic dancer.
No way.
She's a tiny pole dancer. Yeah.
Dad's playing the basketball field.
Zachary was asking, is it rude? Yeah, it's definitely rude.
Oh, and her eyes are French eyes.
Dad used to always talk about this.
Oh, Dad got him a play box. That's adorable.
Can we go? We can't go grab that and pull it into our room and plug it into the TV, though. Unfortunately.
Well, it's probably HD.
Use your
He's going to need a converter.
Oh. That doesn't seem to work all the time.
No, it does not.
No, that doesn't seem to do anything in this case. Nope. Okay.
Wow, not one Playboy.
I'm tired of this room and everyone in it. Oh, baseball bat.
Let's go beat Dad in a submission.
Practice with Dad again this summer.
I want some over easy eggs, damn it.
Well, Dad doesn't seem to care about you.
She loved this song. I haven't listened to it since for a long time.
Uh-oh, Dad's on his ninth beer already.
What are you doing now, Dad?
Maybe Dad would want to watch an anime instead.
Yeah, totally. He looks like an anime guy.
Hey.
Hey, sports fan. You up for watching the game with your favorite MVP?
Sure, Dad. How's the game going?
We're kicking their asses, for once. I like it.
Cool. I like it when the good guys win.
I had a dream.
Me too.
Where I had a dream where I was at my sister's house.
Classic battle of good versus evil.
I'm sorry, can you say that again, Funk?
I had a dream where I was at my sister's house and she found my anime collection, which is not weird. I was still very embarrassed.
Right.
Sure it is.
Would you care to let us know some of the titles?
Let's ask Dad to hook up the play box.
No, it's a surprise.
For the play
you never reveal that you found out what the surprise is going to be.
I wasn't. I didn't.
Also, I didn't realize there were more.
I know what you're saying, and we're done talking about
options.
it,
okay?
Okay.
Oh, you son of a what? Oh, I see.
Nothing.
Yeah, for once they actually had 5 options in that conversation. You had to press the D-pad to get to the other one.
My God. Too many options.
This game is so innovative.
Did you and Mom watch a lot of games?
Pine tree.
Well, actually, she wasn't a big sports fan.
I think we can do them all.
Funny, huh? But she liked to sit next to me and read. You got that from her.
Wilfon says, complete love Hina, which I think must be an anime reference for you, Funk.
Well,
yeah, definitely.
My hero.
I don't know what that is.
Right?
Sure you don't.
That's not my thing, and even I know what it is.
It's not the collection.
What is this?
Confused by the rules.
I get confused by basketball rules.
It's like math.
Mark's the anime expert.
But fun.
Notice he says
have to
math.
start watching more games.
Maybe we can get a
because he's American.
Game and play together.
That's not exactly how you learn to play, but it's a start.
There's nothing to be confused about.
Yeah, it's all just silly.
When do you think we'll go get the pine tree?
I told you right after the game. You're not gonna bug me all day, right?
No.
How can anybody
doesn't
understand?
seem tall enough to be a basketball player.
Why do you think
you don't have to
make
be
it?
tall to be.
He can be a short forward.
Okay.
None of those words made sense
I'll
to
see
me,
you
Nark.
later. I'll let you watch
Short?
Yeah, fine.
Forward?
When it's over. Get ready for the tree.
Can we get
Yeah,
one
in Europe it's forward.
Only if you cut one down, Viking. You
It's
might need a
actually
bigger
forwards
castle
in
too.
Scotland. We put an S on the end of it.
Forwards.
You can't get one that's 10 feet tall. You've clearly got like a 6-foot ceiling in here, max.
Yeah, strangely enough, that is a low ceiling.
Well, what, 7 foot? I mean, this is not a cathedral ceiling by any stretch.
No, it's barely tall enough so you don't whack yourself with the fan.
All right, we can burn the place down.
I'm frozen. I must.
Oh, it's not a wood-burning stove. It's a fireplace.
That looks like a fire stove that looks like a wood-burning stove to me.
It's a wood.
Well,
it burns trees. That's all we know.
Stove, there being a stove, is there's no spot to put a pot.
No.
Every wood-burning stove, even if they don't intend for you to cook anything with it, there's always a little thing at the top where you can heat something up.
Yeah, that's just a little fireplace.
Look at the top of it when we see the top of it. I think there is a flat space that you could put something on.
No,
you could,
there's
but it's
definitely a
not
flat
for it.
space, but there's like a circle.
There's a cover that you can flip up to let in air and to stick things down, like action figures.
Okay.
But no, it's not. designed for
Immersion
heating
is now broken.
What?
Oh, I didn't know
You're standing in front of the TV.
Oh, okay, good, fine.
They don't work.
Yeah,
See?
I mean, the idea that we could step in front of the TV in this situation without Dad saying anything is utterly ridiculous, so I'm glad they referenced
Oh,
that.
he's saying something,
Yeah.
From me.
Down in front.
Dad, I found your car
Car
keys.
keys. Go for a
That's
drive.
where they went. I swear I had them on me, but they must have fell out of my pocket last night. Just
So you probably
put 'em in
threw
the
them
bowl.
around in a drunken rage.
Yeah.
Zachary said it's called a stove.
That's a fireplace.
Yeah, if it was a stove, you'd actually
I
have the
can sit on
little
the couch and
heating
watch
elements on the
the
top
game
for
with
cooking
Dad.
food.
Oh, they have a key bowl.
If he sees me.
I started doing a key bowl once, and then
Don't
I
knock over the
realized
drink.
I only have one set of keys, so I just leave them in my pants.
Notebooks.
Okay, now that kid is going
I
to
do
spill
think
that
you
beer.
knew what I was referencing, Punk.
I don't understand. Oh!
I'm trying.
I know.
No,
I knew
the
Narc was
beer
going to
has
try
no
the moment I
collision.
mentioned it.
Fucking carried it.
The beer has no collision. Nothing I can
Got
do.
this guy and not me.
Zachary says, "No, I mean in game." No, we know what you meant.
I don't think Dad reads these. I think he just takes them from work.
Oh my god, my dad would read those. Oh my god.
Okay, but that's like real trains. It's not model trains.
Still though.
I could run circles around that guy.
Oh wow, and he's got a bottle of whiskey open too.
Whoa, yeah, he's
Oh,
got
and that's got some superpower. I guess there's a superpower I can do on the whiskey.
If it just makes him mad.
All right, this guy's got some kind of heavy
I can
inferiority
evaporate the
complex.
whiskey.
Oh, that's like the Futurama thing where
I thought
Daddy
maybe-
drinks whiskey and then he gets mad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop it.
I didn't do anything.
I'm trying to redistill it. You take your weasel piss whiskey and make it something better.
If I could go back in time, I'd go see him play. He looks so different in his basketball outfit.
Yeah, it's a lot different than in the Lazy Boy there.
Dad never smiles like that anymore.
Championship winner 2005.
He was on painkillers then.
So I'm assuming this is him winning an NCAA
2005, this is
championship or
yeah,
a league
12 years ago.
college league championship. So yeah, so 12 years ago he was a college star.
Does he look like
Dad is so
somebody in that
popular.
photo, or is it just parsimonious modeling, shall we say?
Wow, I'm gonna have to look that one up. Uncle
Simple
Nate
modeling.
1000's in the chat. Hi, Uncle Nate. He says, "I see you trying to evaporate." What kid
More
thinks to
French binders.
evaporate his dad's liquor? Usually, do they just want to throw it down the sink?
Ooh, this could make a pretty good helmet.
Oh, do you think he's gonna take some stuff and?
Yep.
Oh, Dad's gonna get upset. That was expensive foil.
Heavy duty.
Now we're just Professor
One more
Chaos.
piece and I'm almost done.
At least no one will be able to read our thoughts.
Aluminum foil is
I do
kind
think
of
I do think it's quite funny that the family name is Erickson, and he has like a Magneto helmet on.
Clothes even smell
No, what's really
good.
funny is they didn't name their son Leaf.
Now you will learn your lesson and stay clean.
Yes, do laundry.
I'm not sure a kid. That one's immersion breaking for me. There's
Yeah.
no way a
Not
kid
bad
smelled
laundry
clothes and
is
said
my
these smell
mind
dirt.
magic.
I mean, that would have to be really, really smelly for a kid to go, yeah.
I hope I set this
Can't even do
right.
that, and I'm an adult.
He didn't even put the soap in,
There wasn't an option to put soap in.
so
I
you're just
would've.
making your
Set
smelly
Christmas
clothes wet.
decorations yet. Makes him think I'm off.
Christmas decoration. Because she was the spirit of Christmas.
He's pointing to the knob, but he's actually calling it a door. That's wrong.
Just don't ask for a raise.
All right, guys, tell me if I'm crazy. I refuse to put.
Yeah, you beat me to it.
Bring me a beer.
Oh, okay. Dad asked for a beer.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, sure.
Come on, do it for the old man.
Now, does a kid
macaroni
really
and cheese.
Yeah.
Take out.
I wonder if he's smart and he grabs an empty can and fills it with water and gives it to his dad. Wilfred says, "Yeah, when I was 7."
Smart.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been. Wilfred says, "Yeah, when I was 7, I shined my father's shoes. He was very impressed with me, shining his blue suede shoes with black shoe shine."
Oh wow!
Oh, Wilfred,
nice.
That's hilarious.
Well, excuse me.
I got to admire the enthusiasm there, Wilfred. That is awesome.
This empty
Zach
can
says, "Yeah, I
is
once watched a
evil.
movie where a kid was made
Would
of
Captain
grass
Spirit
and came up
take care
through
of
the
it?
bath
Really?
plumbing."
Yeah?
So that
That's
wasn't a nightmare.
terrifying.
Yeah.
I
What
will
movie
know
was
that.
that?
Nightmares
You better
about that.
hurry.
Thank you,
This can's
Zachary.
gonna destroy the town.
Uh-oh. Dramatic foreshadowing.
Man, that was too close. Thanks, Captain Spirit.
I'm always here to lead my team to victory.
Actually, you know what? Jilly, it should probably be Captain Spirits, because then he comes and becomes a super bartender.
The dad's superpower is he's patronizing.
I liked that.
See, I thought you would.
Let's see. Do we want some macaroni and cheese?
We always
Why is
want
it in the
mac and
fridge?
I
cheese.
want
macaroni and cheese right now.
I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm starving.
I know.
I'm sitting here eating what are called raspberry pencils. They are the
Beginning
weirdest
countdown to
sweetie I've
launch.
ever picked up, and I'm
5,
addicted to them.
4,
Oh my god. Yeah.
3,
Who would want to eat something
2,
called a pencil?
1.
I think that
They
sets
have
a bad
like
precedent.
like a bubblegum textured outer coating. Very weird.
Irradiate. Hope we took the foil off of that. Zachary says, "Yeah." Then the kid died in the bathtub. Wow, that's dark, man.
Oh, really dark.
You'll have to tell us the title of that one. We'll have to do a review.
Still in progress.
Zachary is also addicted to toast.
Hey, who isn't?
Ooh, superpower.
Right. Big.
What?
For some reason, this has to run in real time. I don't know why. They could just do this over and over again. It doesn't make it go any faster.
My God, I feel like I'm really in my house, really microwaving stuff, and really having to wait for it.
If you wander away and do something else.
I guess let's do that.
Well, that's what microwaves are for, you know.
What else? What else is in the fridge?
What are you gonna have with it?
I am wondering if the reason why this game is free is to teach us that now time has a consequence.
I think, to be honest, it's probably teaching us how to do laundry and make our own meals.
Okay, there's possibly that.
Zachary says, I
Leah
eat about
says-
10 pieces of toast a day.
And Leah says, "Is that timer going up?"
What is not?
Sorry, Funk, you were going to say something before I said that you were crazy.
Is it
I
just
don't
me,
remember.
or is his
sorry.
superpower just like acting like his jiggle cam is on overload?
Oh man, this is cold. I might have to check out the water heater.
I really like the superpower thing, the superpower option that he has on things, because this is exactly the crap I would do as a kid.
Yeah.
What? Clean up and do laundry?
Well, no, not that. But like if I throw something in a trash can, I would pretend that it's a trash can into outer space and that kind of crap.
I'm amazed that he's been in front of the sink for about 15
Oh, I
seconds.
don't even
and
get
you
to
haven't
eat it.
once
We have to give
asked
it
if
to
he could pee in it.
Dad.
Of course you have to give it to Dad, dummy.
What the heck?
Uncle
You're
Nate, who
you're
I
his
keep
little
wanting to-
helper. What
Yeah,
what
that's
part
true.
of this do you not get? You get him food and drink. You are the replacement for his wife.
Wow,
Okay.
I want a kid.
Oh.
Okay, I don't understand now. I hit the button to give to Dad, and he looked over at Dad, and the macaroni is still in the microwave, and
Trust me, at some point you're gonna have to make him a sandwich.
We're gonna lose the game later because you didn't give the macaroni
Well,
to Dad in the correct time frame.
Dad's passed out now.
Uncle Nate says, "Yeah, they missed the chance of calling it the child simulator." Yeah, exactly. You know, you are here to service Daddy.
Darn it. Okay. All right. Well, let's
Please
go.
don't use that word.
Yeah.
I love how Wilfred says, the water eater is the water heater.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
H is silent.
What child would leave macaroni cheese uneaten? That's so unrealistic.
Yes, I know. That's ridiculous.
Everybody knows that macaroni cheese is ambrosia of the gods.
Why do I get this feeling this whole entire video game is based on that one Volkswagen ad where the little kid uses the Force to start up the Jetta?
Yes. But when
Mugen.
I was a kid, I did spend a huge amount of time practicing my telekinesis. I thought that if I just really, really thought about it, it would work.
I think Funk is hoping that at some point you're going to get a chance to pee in that sink.
At least the forest warrior protect me from this.
Did Dad break it when he was angry?
Probably. Dad gets angry a lot.
Okay, look. They have an alcoholic dad, but this is a kid.
Plus,
I
Dad will
guarantee
love that I
he
want
broke it.
basketball lessons.
Did I tell you?
Yeah, that's true.
But
I
look
loaned
at
my
stuff.
nephew one of my Xbox controllers.
It's messy. Yeah, but he doesn't have abused things. You don't
2
see
days.
nails drilled into his toys or something. He's not, what's his name from Toy Story?
What else did we need for the... I can make the Captain Spears. Maybe...
Yeah, you haven't made the costume. Well, you made the helmet and the cape. I don't know what else goes with the costume.
I don't know.
Zachary says he spent a lot of time being alone, I assume as a child.
You and me both, Zach. You and me both.
I need to find more parts of the map. I need to unlock Dad's phone to play game.
Yeah, that's not going to bother
Oh, he's
Dad.
asleep. He's asleep. Use the fingerprint scanner on the phone while he's asleep.
Do you think his phone's that complicated? I think he probably knows the code.
Yeah, I think it would just be a pin code.
I need a pin code. What is it?
I bet you just swipe it.
Is there a is Mom's birth date somewhere in the apartment? I assume that's where it is.
To be honest, considering this guy's level of security, it's probably in a post-it note somewhere.
Try 4.
Try 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Whoa. Is he getting us tickets? That would be a
How did you know my dad's iPad code?
Those are Dad's pages.
That's amazing. Wilfred says I had lots of Legos. Yeah, me too. In fact, me and one of my neighbor kids, we combined our sets to make the biggest pile of Lego ever.
Nope. Okay, so it's not 1, 2, 3, 4.
So Dad didn't set the pin, so it was probably his wife. He probably came up with something a lot smarter.
1, 1, 1, 1.
Or 4 zeros.
Gotta be 4-0.
All right, well, I'm guessing any clues to that is either here in Dad's stuff or...
Better go into Dad's room.
Or in his room.
Check the whiskey bottle.
Or, no, check the photos of the basketball game things that he won. When did he win something?
Oh,
Yeah,
Wilfred says,
2005.
he won in 2005. So, yeah, that's a good pick.
That could be a good one.
Good,
All right, I'll
well
try
done,
that.
Wilson.
I'll try
You
that
pay
next.
much closer attention to us than we do.
Yep, as always, chat's ahead of us.
I am more T-Rex, and you are my life.
Okay, good. Now you've updated your superhero team inventory.
Why do we get a feeling something's going to end up burning in that fireplace?
All right, so let's try 2005. Best year in my dad's life. Nope. Right,
Sorry, I guess he
Oh, check the photo.
Yeah, he's not that nostalgic. My question is, how many chances do you get before the phone erases itself and he gets really pissed?
No numbers in it. Let's go look in Dad's room. Oh, we haven't been to the bathroom yet either.
Oh, get the submarine!
No diving.
Oh, I love that. That is awesome. Oh, I want to get one of those. Where can I get one of those little subs?
I want that
Never
shower
get
curtain.
tired of hot dog man. Never.
Zachary says 2005 was the
Man,
best year
I
of
love this
his
issue.
life.
Let me guess. Doctor Who.
Mine was
Wish I could draw
2009.
this.
Well, I'm kind of hoping that the best years of my life are ahead of me, to be honest with you.
Wow. Okay.
I've had a great life so far, but I'd hate to think
How
I've peaked.
can you? Yeah. How can you be this old and still this
I
optimistic?
can't believe Dad let me put these
This
stickers here.
old? This old?
I
Keep in
wonder
mind,
what I
I've
can
known
start
you
to
for what?
Superhero.
Almost. What year is
Really
this?
long
Almost 2
time,
decades.
Yeah. That's
So-
really, really upsetting, actually.
There you go.
Oh,
So
no.
guess what?
I hate
The
going to
best
the
years
water
of your
heaters
life are
later.
well in the rearview mirror.
Hey,
Dun,
I'm
dun,
gonna,
dun.
I'm gonna mature late. Okay.
I haven't matured yet, and I have no plans to whatsoever. Absolutely none. It's Sunday morning, and I'm playing kids' games. Suck it, life.
Well, Zach says, or Zachary, I'm going to try and keep calling you Zachary unless you tell me not to. But Zachary says he was born in 2005.
Oh, really? Well, that was technically that
Oh
was
my
the
God.
first year, not the best.
Mantroid is a bully.
See,
and a
Zachary's
coward.
still
Might have been
got,
the best.
life
It's
ahead
all
of him.
downhill.
His
But
best
he
years
can
are still
run.
coming.
We
So.
Oh,
heard
Zachary, you're gonna
reports
have a great
that he's
time.
Putting together
Yeah.
a team
No, you're
of
not.
super
Don't listen to him.
villains. Do you have any message for them?
I'd
My
like to thank the
message is that
Academy.
Mantroid will never win, and I will find you, and I will crush you. Yes, that is what this town wants to hear.
Now, why
That's
did that
my
reflection
job.
not
And
match
that's why we love
the
you. Can you
character
tell us who
animation?
your
Like, he held the
superheroes
mic
are?
out to the reflection.
Because he's talking to his evil alternate. It's the mirror universe. Come
hero
on,
I
use your
have
kid
is me.
mentality. That's
Yeah,
why
but
the
that's
helmet
the
is dark.
first
To
time
know.
we've seen
Can you give us a hint about
in the
how you
animation
discovered
a
your
hint
epic powers?
that a sort of
No.
ambiguous hint, like when we saw at the very start
Okay, do
and
you have
the
any
spaceship
final words
lifted
for
up,
your
it
audience?
eventually revealed it was his hand.
Yes.
Be nice.
But this time the
and
animation has
always
been
fight
ambiguous
for a
up
good
until that
team.
sort of
Thank
end
you,
segment.
Captain Spirit, for
True.
being
It's
our
a bit
hero.
interesting.
And now back to WHERO News.
What's even more interesting is we're going to find out later there's no mirror in that bathroom. Dun,
Okay.
dun,
Well,
dun.
the only other thing is water, but I guess the water is not working, and that's why it wants us to go down. And
Ooh, razor blade. Try to shave your face.
no, I think you can't do that.
You already
Yeah,
inspected
I
that.
already
Really?
inspected it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why are there stickers on the inside of the toilet lid?
Why
wouldn't
not,
there?
dude?
Because this is two males living together.
Yeah.
And this whole house is repulsive.
Well, not only that, but also if it was just
Wait,
these two
what's
guys,
repulsive
that
about the
seat would
house?
definitely be up.
I'm just saying
too
that
old to be
this is a
measured
house
now.
where the child is doing the majority
Right?
of the cleaning.
He's doing the majority of everything other than sitting in front of the TV drinking liquor and making bad eggs.
One of these measurements has a precise date, and the rest just say years. So would that mean it's our birthday is either...
Is that a date? There seems to be way too many numbers in there, unless
They're
there's supposed
slashes.
to be slashes.
I think it's 09/10
So
slash
5th of March
2013.
So either
2011.
so either September 10th or October 9th, depending on which format we're using.
Zachary says, "How rude."
Look, I'm just saying, I calls it like I sees it.
I knew I was going to say the same
Cigarette.
thing.
In the fortress. I'm breaking the superhero
Ooh,
code.
cigarette. It must be Italian.
Oh, I get to steal a cigarette. I get a bum cigarette off Dad.
Nice.
Cancer sticks.
Dad loves his cancer sticks.
Wonder what they taste like.
They taste like crap, kid.
All right. More
Ooh, is this
How
going to
come
bite
they
you in the
don't
ass
make
later?
any of those like flavored cigarettes anymore?
Oh, the bubblegum ones?
Bubblegum ones, yeah. That smoke when you blow through them, that powdered sugar.
Shoot.
Oh no,
That's-
not
you get
not
flavored
candy
weed
cigarettes,
smokers now.
but the like mint flavored cigarettes and
Oh,
stuff
you
like
still
that.
get menthol cigarettes.
You mean
in the UK.
menthols?
No, not
I could
menthols.
use this to make some cool armor.
Like
Ah,
those,
okay, here's the
like
last
there's
bit of the
cherry and
custard.
grape flavored and stuff.
I have yet to see some cherry flavored Marlboros, but you know, I have been out of smoking for a couple
All my
decades.
friends used to smoke them in high
My
school.
suit is almost ready.
Mhm.
After I get some paint.
Yeah, Wilfred says
Wilson
March
says March
5th.
5th.
Interesting. What
Year was
year
that? I think that was 2011.
I thought it was 13.
Irrelevant. Years irrelevant.
Ooh,
That
maybe
date
that's
is
the
tw-
code.
Oh, maybe.
Be 0305 in.
0305.
Yeah.
Give it a shot. Nope. It also, I think, is going to let me enter in a much longer...
0305 2011? Or 0305 11? 11?
Nope. Okay, do you guys want to know what it is?
Yes.
I guess. We don't.
To unlock Dad's cell phone, all you have to do is type the numbers that correspond to the letters in hot dog. HAWTDAWG.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Kid you not. It is 429.
So it is nothing of personal significance to Dad at all.
Nope. And that's what everyone is supposed to think, and that's what people are saying. Yep, that's what everyone would expect. But no, it's not. It's game related.
It's hot dog.
832 9.
Oh, what is this? T9? Fancy.
Yes, I can hack any system.
As long as there's YouTube.
Yeah, that would have driven us nuts if we had just decided, let's play it right. Let's learn everything we can about our dad to know what he made his password on his phone.
That's
and it's not
why
that at all.
I wanted to pull this out now, because otherwise we're never going to make 3 hours. But yeah, a lot of people were saying that, yeah, at first you'd think that it would be something personal involving dates and numbers important to Chris's dad, like his birthday and things like that. But
I guess there's a jump button, but I don't know what it is.
Press A to mustard.
Oh, okay. Mustard is the jump.
Yeah. Well, you're using it as a jetpack.
Oh.
Oh.
That
Hot
looks
dog man
really
got
gross.
decapitated.
Well, let's just say you don't want to be around having to clean up that whole field after.
I've decided this game is great.
Yeah, I knew Funk would love this the moment it started. In fact, I was waiting for him to say this is my new favorite game of all time. Zachary even says irresponsible smoking. Is there responsible smoking?
Not anymore.
All smoking is
Wilson
responsible.
asks, were those hot dog game buttons condom packs? And now I need to wait to see the picture again so I can make a decision.
I think they're mustard
You can't hit the
packets.
rocket-powered buzzards either. That's terrible.
Why are the buzzards rocket-powered? How does that help?
Well, it doesn't help us at all.
Can't they just fly regularly? What are they, disabled
No,
ones?
I think both one that they are sauce packets or mustard packets.
Mm-hmm.
The man mustard packets.
You know what's really sad?
We're gonna erase that phrase from the English language.
Someone is.
I didn't know it existed in the English language.
Fishing.
Yeah. Someone out there is wishing that they invented this as a cell phone game. They would have made millions.
I like the two guys sitting there fishing next to the cooler in the background.
Suck.
This is the worst version of Flappy Bird ever. Okay.
So Zachary says that he found a condom on the floor at school last year, and then Leah responds that there goes her appetite for breakfast. Leah, I understand your pain. I don't want to think about finding condoms at school at all. I did love, though, that meme that used to go around of putting a condom packet on a pin board with a pin through it, saying "Say stay."
Oh, that's
It went around uni when I was at uni, and it just always amused me.
All right, well, let's go confront the water eater.
I think we're just lucky that his, alter ego isn't, Trojan Man.
Why isn't he wearing slippers? Surely the house
he's
floor is very cold.
Because he's a kid. Nobody wears slippers unless their mother makes them.
I had some Red Wing slippers that I used to wear all the time. I love those things.
Just goes to show.
procedural generation in No Man's Sky has gotten out of hand.
Blues Brothers. One soiled Wolfensis.
Yeah, that would have been even better.
I have to face this monster. The city needs hot water.
So, if that's the case, then how is this an evil character if he provides you with hot water?
Oh, it's not just that, it's a quick time event.
Duh, it is a video game. Hey, at least it's not like the microwave, and your popcorn isn't going to burn after you do it. So, does this mean he has to, like, relight the pilot? Yep,
Yeah,
I was right.
100% sure of what the metaphor for this is. Yes!
I don't know either. Where did water heaters suddenly become evil?
What was going wrong with it before?
I don't know. And if he was like squishing around with water in there, that means something's leaking.
Okay, so I guess we got the costume. Make Captain Spirits. Maybe I can find. Okay.
Look
it
at
says
your
this is still
awesome
not done.
task
Though.
list.
It says these are done.
Yep.
The water heater.
Well, you haven't made the whole costume
and
yet.
Hot Dog Man. Yeah, I guess not.
Maybe some stuff is outside.
Treasure. I need to assemble 2 parts of the map. Target skills on beer cans.
I just hope there isn't a loaded weapon in the house that you accidentally find.
Something to do with the spaceship. All right.
Oh, that's how the game ends, for sure himself.
Really? I thought he was going to accidentally shoot his dad.
Well, before we started Black Star, you thought that he would feel that he was the one that created the storm.
Yes, I guess we should probably tie that in. But I had a strange thought that for some reason his superpowers would actually suddenly manifest somehow, and that it was ending up him being responsible for it. But if this is 6 years later, I mean that's not possible unless he also goes back in time somehow.
Not. It's only 6 years after the prequel. It's only 2 years after the first game.
Right, but I'm just saying that he can't go back in time to make a storm for when he was a lot younger than he is now.
Just in case.
So, I have a confession to make.
I think you have several. We're just hearing one.
Really?
Yes. That song from Frozen is genuinely probably.
Let it go, let it go.
I knew it. I knew she was going to do it.
Can't hold it back anymore.
I knew it. Oh my god, I called it.
I love that song so much.
So good. Funk, we should start singing together.
No, thank you.
I'm worried that if you do, we're going to get a strike.
Leah wants to see a reference to Arcadia Bay being destroyed.
I think that's why they moved. The mom died.
I'm pretty sure that's the non-canonical ending.
Oh, wait a minute. What if we killed Mom?
I want that. I have come round to what you guys were saying about that ending. You've changed my mind on it. You've changed my mind on it.
Yeah, I agree. I want that to be the canonical ending, but I don't think the devs are going that way. I'll be surprised. So? No, I think either the town being saved is canonical, or they'll try to fudge it in some vague way where they don't ever have to refer to it.
They're gonna finagle around it.
I think the town being destroyed is canonical.
Really?
You think?
That's my guess. I bet that because of the fan
show me again.
outcry per se, that is a tiny ass ball. They've changed their mind.
Here comes the shark.
Jelly Bean Sing Along is now available on DVD and Blu-ray. Order yours today. Wolfram says, "Yeah, my girl is 6."
Also get your bonus track.
Looking for victims.
Yeah, his girl is 6. My colleagues were shocked. I know the world.
I think that
the words to let it go
6 years ago.
Every parent knows it to let it go. In fact, when I was over at one of my friends' place to fix their computer, that movie had just came out, and their daughters had literally performed the entire rendition in front of me. So that, and strangely enough, I hadn't seen Frozen then, so I wasn't sure what she was singing, and then I found out later.
Stinger. Yes, Captain Spirit saved
Blackstar,
us.
check this crap out.
You'll never run over anybody.
I had never even heard of that movie. Somehow I had lived under a rock, and I had never even heard of that movie.
I'd heard
and
it.
I was a lab assistant for a chemistry lab at
That took away my
and
firecrackers.
a lab team started singing a song, and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty groovy song. What is that song? And I asked them, and they're like, oh, that's Let It Go from Frozen. What? You've never heard of that? And then I looked it up, and it was awesome. And then I watched
Was it like
Frozen.
somebody in the background going, "Run while you still can"?
It was great.
Oh yeah, no, I love the song too. In fact, they're coworkers at my old job who we
so
we tease each other about it a lot.
What do you guys think the most successful song released for a movie of all time is?
Oh God, I have to look that up.
Celine Dion, "My Heart Will Go On."
Yeah, I would believe that answer. I got dragged to see Titanic 9 times.
That's
Don't you complain about that.
That's
You
on
defended that movie to me ad nauseum. I was telling you that movie was crap, and you were defending that movie to the end of the earth.
Yeah,
that movie's great except for the ending.
The movie is great for the single purpose is that is the best that you're going to have for a time machine and actually seeing the boat actually go down in real time with the quality and attention to the world
movie.
as it is. As far as the fictional story and the BS around it, no, all of that is crap. I wish that they had actually focused in on an actual story of actual events of actually people and tied it into a narrative that worked. That whole fake love BS, I'm sorry, they didn't need that. If you're going to spend that much detail on actually building the real boat, and they were only 100 feet short, then you might as well actually give credence to the people who were actually there, is my opinion. So yeah, so as far as defending it, you're never going to get somebody remaking Titanic any better than that. That's it. But as far as that, there's also such a thing as too much of a good thing.
You could not
do it. And
I
did not need to be dragged by 9 separate people to see that movie 9 times.
9 times.
Oh God, it was brutal.
Will Fawn, if you start typing that out in the chat, I am going to have to start singing it. So watch yourself. You do not know the power you have to call forth.
I was waiting for her to break in song and start pounding her chest. I really, really expected that.
So what is that movie that with Kevin? What's the name of that movie with Kevin Costner?
The Bodyguard.
A beaver.
Yeah.
Really, I was thinking Field of Dreams.
That's Waterworld.
I love Waterworld. I unironically love Waterworld.
You are the only
that's
one
a good
who
movie.
does.
I can't believe it got.
All right, anybody got any suggestions there other than going outside?
I got nothing. Take a look in your notebook again.
Go to the listings. I mean, what haven't you done? Do the treasure thing. There you go.
How? It says you need to find pieces of the map. If I found it, I would have done it, but I mean...
I love how your superior intellect and experience has somehow completely lost you when suddenly being a small child in a very tiny apartment.
Get stuff ready to go outside. Because there's obviously stuff we do outside.
I want the divinity thing. I want it to show me my, what I can interact with, instead of just playing Pixel Hunt by walking around and hoping I bring up a menu by walking near something.
Can you phone a friend? Zachary says,
call Reynolds.
I can wake up Dad.
Zachary says a few hours ago, I watched a German movie with only subtitles that went on for an hour and 55 minutes.
Oh God, the whiskey bottle is empty.
Wake up, Dad! Come on.
All right, we have to call 911 now.
What? Who's there? Who's that?
Dad, it's just me, Chris.
Whoa, hold on, buddy. Okay, Jesus.
Dad!
Whoa. Okay. Right. He is already fallen down drunk. And what time in the morning is it?
Dad, are you okay?
Oh, it's probably a Sunday morning.
Okay? No,
the Americans are so British.
When you're unemployed, every day is a Sunday morning. And this guy is seriously unemployed. Dude, you don't have that much furniture to lose.
Oh, I think I sprained my foot.
But you sprained your brain, dude.
Chris, Why did you wake me up?
It was something to do.
You told me to wake you up. I thought you said the pine tree.
Pine tree? I can't even walk in my own house, man.
Yeah, that much is obvious, dude.
When you're, you know.
I guess we shouldn't have brought him the second beer.
Don't be a smartass, Chris. I'm not in the mood right now.
But then again, maybe the whiskey bottle was there to let us know that it didn't matter whether we gave him a beer or not. He was going to get drunk anyhow.
Jesus Christ, who is that? Go answer.
Surely
If it's some
all of that is
salesperson
sort of
or some church group, you just close the door
inevitable
on
from a
them.
child's
It's
point
nobody's
of view.
business.
Hmm.
This is our castle, and it's our family. Right?
Right.
So let's march to the door and say, it's nobody's business that Dad is drunk.
Yep. This is our liquor cabinet, and we're gonna defend it. Go get my Nerf gun.
Gee, that's a lot of beer.
Oh, it's social services. Hello.
No. Yeah. Dad had a party for the game.
Really? I didn't see any cars in the driveway or people.
It was a party
Must
of
have been a
one.
good game.
You don't want people to drink
Anyway.
and drive, do you?
How are you, Chris?
Dad's spending all my
Good,
money on
Mrs.
beer and he won't buy me
Reynolds.
clothes. That's why I'm wearing this
Just-
Reynolds wrap. I'm cold.
Just?
So this is Reynolds.
Just hanging out playing video games.
You boys and your video games. You should play games outside like we used to. Like your
Yeah,
dad
with
used
matches.
to. Oh, I know. I'm old. But you better not stay inside on a beautiful morning like this.
Soon there
was
won't be
mainly
any.
an
I was
outdoor
going
sport,
for a
like
nice
an indoor
walk, and
sport.
I thought I heard a loud noise over here. Is
That was
everything
Dad crashing
okay?
to the ground.
That was just Dad dropping the F-bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do we rat Dad out?
Totally. We drop a dime on him. We're gonna get social
yeah.
services to pick him up.
Dad just tripped and fell. But he's okay.
That sounded like some fall. You sure he's okay?
Uh-huh.
He's better than okay.
He got all
He's
excited
bleeding from the
about
head.
the game. And he tripped over the table. I swear.
Well, don't swear for your dad, honey. Leave that to him. Must be some game.
Zachary says he's never seen snow before. Where do you live,
I hope you
Zachary?
have
If
something
that's
else
not too
planned for
personal a
today.
question to ask. What state, I should say. What state do you live in?
It's cold. It's very cold and very wet. And if you shovel too much, it will kill you.
Oh, yeah. Me and my dad are going to go buy a real pine.
Maybe he does not live in a
Oh,
state.
that sounds like
Maybe he lives in Hong Kong.
Stephen and I.
Yes,
He probably
I-
lives in
sorry,
someone's
like,
state, just not ours.
I totally assumed that Zachary.
love
Ah,
this time.
Zachary.
Oh, he
lives
does
in
live in a
Queensland.
state.
Queensland.
And Dad said we could get the best Christmas
Ah.
The
tree
land
on
of the
lot.
best beaches in the world.
You certainly deserve the best Christmas tree.
If it
What city,
makes you
Zachary?
feel any
Need
better,
any
Zachary, I have
extra
never seen a
decorations,
snake
we have
in
a
real life,
surplus.
like in the wild.
Ooh,
I've seen them.
What?
I've seen.
What?
I've seen. There's. I have never because all of our snakes
Well,
in the UK are very shy,
I'm
so
glad
I've
to
never
see
seen
you're
a snake
taking
in the
care
wild.
of your father.
Of course. We're both on the same team.
I must see a snake once a
You're good
week.
son,
Don't
Chris.
you have a zoo?
Yeah, I've seen them. Like I've seen like captive snakes.
Listen,
I've held
Chris,
snakes. I've worked with
I'm
snakes. I've
only
saved the
steps
lives
away
of
from your
snakes, but
house.
never in the wild.
If
Never
you ever
wild
feel
snakes.
Oh, okay, all right.
Scared.
I've never
You
seen
can
one
come
doing my
visit us
taxes either, but you
anytime,
know,
day or
okay.
night. Understand?
Yeah, but like
We're here for you.
I work
Okay.
with animals and worked in wildlife
Right,
rehabilitation.
which is why
you
I was
know?
shocked. I'm like, wait a minute, you haven't gotten to the reptiles yet?
Thanks, Claire.
I think
I
Reynolds
promise
is
I'll see you
actually a predator.
I love how through this entire thing, she never once asked, "What is that on your head?" and
I
why
think
do you have
she's used
candy
to it.
bars as horns.
I think she's used to it. So okay, so that's where
What did that nosy bitch
that's where we
want?
flee to.
Nothing.
Oh, nothing, huh?
Zachary apparently just
I
to
was
piss us off
listening.
snakes by
I heard
smacking
it
their
all.
tails.
You could have gotten rid of her.
That's such an Australian
tried.
thing to say.
Isn't that the first
I
sign
bet
of a
you wanted
serial
to tell her
killer?
what a shitty dad you have.
Actually,
just
the
wanted
link
to say
between
hi.
animal
I didn't
violence
say anything,
and
Dad.
human violence
I
is
swear.
not as clear cut
Dad,
as you might think.
please believe me.
Jesus, stop that whining.
It's a correlation.
You're not a baby anymore. Oh, boo-hoo, Daddy. Believe me. Grow up.
But
You're just like your mom. Every time
I like
look
this
at you,
dad guy.
You talk.
Stop it.
I see your face. Why? And if it wasn't for you, she would have never taken the car that day.
Oh God, another car accident? Never. Really?
Oh, hey, Chris, look, hey, I didn't mean that, buddy.
Yes! Yes, you did!
No, listen, Chris!
Wow, Dad needs to sort out some stuff.
Yeah.
Get your shit together, dude. Your son, who's seriously underdressed for the outdoors, is running away to the backyard to get away from you, from your
He's become a lot
rambling.
less attractive to me in the last 5 minutes.
Oh, please. Well, here's the sad part. I called it a long time
I think it was
before.
possible to see that coming.
Oh, wait. Yeah, and suddenly you were like, oh my God, he's so
what
cute. Oh, shit. Duck and roll with it. No way.
Leah says that a car accident is a whole lot of a brighter
I
note
don't
than
think it
our
was a car
earlier
accident.
theory,
I think
which
she took
agree,
it into
actually.
Arcadia Bay and died at the thingy.
Yeah, true, Leah. But the thing is that they already used the car accident thing, and I just think it's a little repetitive.
I mean, if they're going to return to a way to kill people, I'm really glad they've returned to the car accidents versus the rape and murder.
Well, no, not that. I'm just thinking that they could have had an accident or a problem, or she could have gotten sick, or whatever. You know, there could have been a lot of different things.
Zach says that child abuse causes superpowers, and I'm inclined to agree. That's what Hollywood has taught me.
Yes, certainly, and comic books.
Well, it's that whole get through suffering thing. You know, whatever doesn't kill you makes you
there's
stronger
a friend.
mentality.
How come you're not friends with him, douche?
Okay, so apparently waking
wow, this
up...
is a cliffhanger?
Okay, so apparently I guess waking up Dad triggers the end of this, whether you've done all the other stuff on your list or not. And yeah, I don't know what we're after thematically by...
Wow.
That didn't make any sense to me.
I was not expecting that at all.
No, that literally abruptly stopped.
Okay.
I guess we probably should have done a walkthrough to make sure that we didn't wake up Dad. All right, do we want to go back and finish this? Because
I think it might be finished. I think it might be designed to be unfinished.
Like my career.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, I can see why they gave it away for free.
I think I've been good this year. Here's my list for Christmas.
It seems like when your stuff doesn't work and you can't fit it into what you're doing and it doesn't seem to make any sense, just give it away for free. At least, I mean, you know, you've now promoted yourself and you haven't wasted a lot of person hours making a thing.
Yeah, Leah says, what? Yeah, I feel the exact same way. I literally felt like that completely abruptly stopped.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Like,
just as I was getting into it.
Yeah, what if you'd asked Dad to wake up, what, 10, 20 minutes ago? That option was there for a long time.
Yeah. I honestly was figuring that maybe in order to advance the other items on the list, we had to change something, and so all right, well I'll just do that. But yeah, that's strange. So.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't have a scene where he actually hit him or something.
I wouldn't be surprised if, because it took there was like nothing else left to do, right?
It seemed to, but I must have been missing some things because I think it's possible to complete those other items.
I'm worried you missed a lot.
I don't think it's possible to complete those other items. For example, there's no other way to go outside.
Okay, Leocro says, I don't think giving this away was the best marketing strategy. Well, it was better than charging $60 for it.
Yeah, I would have been annoyed.
I'm just confused. I'm just like, huh? What do you guys think?
I guess we're a character in the next game.
Was this supposed to be like a precursor for the next one? Is that it?
And that's why we couldn't break our neck falling out of the treehouse, even though by all rights
we barely got through half of the list, and maybe there were some things we had to do in a certain order. Maybe they want subsequent playthroughs on this. I honestly don't know.
If thematically speaking, the child's imagination of superpowers are his coping mechanism to deal with his family situation, what are we saying that his father suddenly turning on him forces him to flee the house even though he's not dressed to go outside, but somehow in no way mitigates his ability for his imagination to literally save his life.
I don't know. I am very uncomfortable with what the developers want to say about these games, as I have said for the last couple of weeks now.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I mean, is it too simplistic to say that you can only become better by abandoning family? I mean, is that too simplistic an interpretation?
I don't know. What?
So, I don't know. Why couldn't we literally just had a neighbor come by and say, "Are you okay in here? Do you know you can always come to us if you have a problem?" And then instead, we run out to the tree fort and almost die.
Right. And I'm wondering why the neighbors aren't, like, freaking out of the fact that he's just levitating there.
Like, I think I might have wanted a choice there, which is, okay, you just ran outside, you're not dressed. Now what do you do? And like, the tree fort would have been a possible choice, but also the neighbor, you know, to run to the neighbor's yard and say, gee, I told you my dad fell down drunk and now he's mad at me, and she would take you in. I mean,
Okay, well, I mean, this is barely just under 2 hours. Even going through the credits here, it's only 12:50 EDT. So,
well, I don't even know. I don't know if it has any. I mean, it doesn't have any chapters. I don't know if it has any checkpoints. I mean, if I could go back to right before we woke Dad up, I would probably do it. But I'm guessing that may not be possible. And even if we wanted to see the other stuff, we may have to start all over.
I don't know. We may have to do some of this off stream.
I genuinely am not sure there's other stuff.
So the IGN has a guide, and the game doesn't have chapters, but it's broadly split up into 3 sections. So there's in the bedroom, there is before breakfast, and there is after breakfast. And
there's a before breakfast?
Yeah, before you get called out when you're playing with the toys. Yeah.
And then most of the stuff happens after breakfast, but it does say that you don't wake up Chris's father unless you want to end the game, basically.
Okay, there we go.
And then, so there is the costume.
Because we were supposed to play with a snowman.
Oh, it was found. So the final piece of Captain Spirit's costume, final piece of Captain Spirit's costume is found within the garage, but first you need the key. The key can be found hanging high up next to the back door in the kitchen. But first you have to go out through the front door because the back door... So you can go outside, just not the way we went outside, basically.
All right. So you want to go back? I think we should go back.
Let's see what we can do.
Let's see what we load up, shall we?
Yeah, because there's so many things on this list. I mean, we've barely done half.
I just assumed we couldn't do it.
Nah, they wouldn't put it in. I would have thought maybe they locked up things with a sequence, and maybe your opportunity wouldn't show up unless you completed things certain ways or at certain times. But
Life is Strange too.
Yeah. All right, don't worry, kids. We're not going to abandon this. We're going to try and get through all of it because you deserve all of the content of Captain Spirit. We're not going to half-ass this today. This isn't Funk's thing. We're gonna do it.
How dare you? I 2/3 ass most of my.
What's that in liters?
Okay, well, there's a continue.
All right, press continue.
Continue with the.
Let's see what
just
that
gonna get the rest of the credits.
If it's broken into 3 chapters, maybe this will just drop us off at the start of after breakfast.
Yeah, I kind of wish there was like a checkpoint system where you could pick and choose and say, "Hey, I don't want to wake up Dad right about now. I know he's gonna go off the handle." I just hope people don't see the credits and suddenly leave the video and think it's over.
Yeah, Hacker Steven says F.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he said that before after we saw Dead Mom. All right, sweet.
Okay, so good.
Don't wake
so
up
it
Dad.
did it right before that.
Okay,
great.
cool.
That is brilliant. All right.
All right. I'm gonna be
okay. So
back
we need
in 1
the
minute.
keys in the kitchen.
What do you want to do first? I can give you hints for any of your.
Well,
tasks.
I know that we can go. Oh, there's the key. Garage.
That's a light bulb. I think it's beside the kitchen door.
Kitchen doesn't have a door.
Does?
And I know we already took the recycling out. I know we can play target practice with the cans.
Yes.
Yeah, see, now we can go outside. It was just stopping us before, I guess, in the other section.
Yes. Now I wonder if can run outside more appropriately dressed at the end of this game now.
No way.
No, I'm guessing when we come back in, he'll automatically take the clothes off, and so it'll be the same.
What do you guys call that kind of home? What's that called?
A ranch home is usually one with only one floor.
What are you referring to? Sorry, to what are you referring to?
The architectural style of the home. That kind of
This
home.
looks like a mobile home to me.
No, it's not.
It looks like...
Because it's not something we really have in the UK.
This is a long, thin... Put it on the back of a trailer.
You would not fit that house on the back of a trailer.
Yeah.
Zachary calls it a house covered in snow.
Yes!
Ooh, this physics? Or impossible, Zachary also calls it.
Boom! Pow! Boom! Blam!
Wow, he should be a pitcher. See if you can get this one with a slider.
All right, so that's another thing crossed off. But we're outside. Why don't we see if we can find stuff to do outside?
That snow looks super slippery.
Yes, it's a double wide.
Oh, is it? Is it a double wide trailer?
Yes.
I told you it was just about the size or slightly bigger than a double wide, yeah. He's not the big place.
No way.
Double wide is just like a caravan that's
this is
double the width, yeah?
Extra bonus points unlocked.
Okay.
No, this is cabin size or tiny house size. It's not a giant place.
That right there is designed to look like a double.
I don't think so. This is much too big. It's a small house, but it's
okay.
Not that
Triple
big.
wide. I mean, it's not.
So
it's not gigantic.
There are many more things to do outside, basically.
This Christmas.
I would think so. Yeah, I was promised snowmen.
With Mom.
Yeah, this is a snowman.
Yay!
I'm gonna put in a picture of a double wide for you guys in the chat.
I've been in
them. And then
them.
you're gonna look at it.
I've been
and you're
in
gonna be
them.
like, oh yeah, you're right.
No.
He's made love in them.
This is sad. You used to be a good enemy. Look at you now. How are you supposed to train me to fight Mantroid like that?
Snowman,
What can we do?
My question: are kids that punny at that age? I mean, I know the developers are, but
Don't I get to throw snowballs at Snowmancer?
Arm is made out of a car wiper. That's so sad.
no. What's really sad is that car wiper was attached a little while ago. He's gonna need that.
So, Funk, see that house that you linked to us in the chat? That would load up on the back of a trailer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some Googling of that.
Yeah, that's why I thought it looked like a double wide. Oh, here we go, psychic power time.
But it's like the size of a house. How does it go in the back of a trailer? I'm so confused.
They put wide load on the back of the trailer.
Yeah, it'll still fit on the street.
Slowly.
A lot of times in this country they're called prefabs or prefabricated homes.
There's 1,000 names for them.
Yeah. Come in kits. Latest trends actually are to make them out of used storage containers.
The ice giants will turn me into a popsicle.
Actually, I'm waiting for you to get that Nerf gun and try to shoot icicles, and you'll shoot your eye out.
You know, that's what I was expecting target practice to be with the cans.
Oh, okay, we can't leave the yard.
I was wondering if you were gonna like run into the street and wave your arms around saying, "Save me! Somebody's call social services."
Wait a minute, hold on. Did you pass something that had a dialogue box a little while ago? Not a dialogue box, but a
family fun. Come play with your gun. Clean Harry's gun range.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, did we figure out what state we're in?
Make Arcadia great again.
This is supposed to be like Pacific Northwest.
You thought we passed something else, Funk here? Tree
carving.
The tree. The carve it, yeah. There's something carved on the side of the tree.
Maybe the kids who lived here before didn't like it.
No, it was even before that. It was in the wood pile.
Okay, Beaver Creek. All right. Now we got to figure out where Beaver Creek is.
Pile of garbage, maybe?
Leah says it's definitely not Hawaii. No, I should certainly say not.
The bucket? No? Okay.
Yeah, we're further the other way. Like you were running toward it, if you see what I mean.
Maze of Doom.
Oh, this is the Maze of Doom.
Heard about the secret
this is
inside.
making this little secret fort. We used to make these in our yard, don't you remember? I remember the one we made in the front yard. That was
yes,
like
I remember when we make forts
boxes.
out of piles of corrugated metal out the front. Yeah.
No, it was cardboard boxes. Remember the fort we made out back on the leftover fence?
Yeah. I called it Fort Tetanus. Hey, have you guys seen the new Ant-Man movie?
No, not yet.
Here we get.
No spoilers.
Okay, left or right?
Oh God.
Most of this, I think, was to the left. It didn't look like there was that much to the right from where we entered, so I'll go left.
Yeah. He immediately regrets his decision.
Just left.
Is the Maze of Doom procedurally generated?
Every corrugated board, every twig, every beer can. Zachary says the trailer looks okay for an Ant-Man, so...
Alright, I'm gonna go right at the end of this, because I swear this is just repeating.
Don't go two lefts and a right, you'll get lost in the sandstorm forever.
So, like, it's a metaphor for life. We're just going in circles.
You are likely to be eaten by a Gru.
Oh, you better look at that
I literally
map
think
again.
all that is these two rooms. There's entrance, there's left, there's right, and then there's leave.
You have to look at the map. Look at the map.
We're looking for buried treasure.
May encounter a thief in here.
I think the map is in the house. I don't think I have it with me to look at.
Man. Now you're doomed. Now you're going to be lost forever.
No, I can always just click leave.
Hold on, I'll go to the magical map that I have in my memory. Walk through. And
all right.
You know, Jill, I don't think that's fair. Life doesn't have a walkthrough.
Take a look at that, and I wonder if we can go into the fort before it tries to kill us.
Okay, go back into the go back in. It's a specific sequence you have to do.
Okay.
And I assume the first one was actually right.
Possibly.
What amazes me is that obviously this isn't.
The snow has a depression where you, or was that just that one bit there?
This has to be in his imagination though, because when you look strategically, that
it's not that big.
Is not that big.
Yeah.
No.
It's okay. So it's left, right, left, left.
Okay. Left.
Zachary says, no, there is a walkthrough. It's called, it does. It's called how-to videos.
Very true.
How-to videos are lame. I only read text walkthroughs.
I don't do math. I only read word problems. Those
That's
stupid
physics.
Numbers.
Left.
Left, right, left. Well, kid, you're in the army now.
And Okay, well, this is different. Anyway.
I want to see where we suddenly come out of the fireplace and end up back in the living room.
Yeah, that literally looks like we could have just crawled through like 1 meter from the entrance that we would have been at the exit there.
Yep. That's you and your own imagination.
Power of imagination.
Wilfred says left, right, up, down, up,
A,
down,
B,
A, B, A, B.
Select start.
Yeah, but we wouldn't cue the music. Aww.
It looks cold out there.
Oh yeah, and that photo has so much more significance now that when it showed it to us the last time when we had never seen it before, we could only assume that was his mom.
Hands, you'll never see us again.
Why does he have it out here, though? He afraid of his dad finding it?
Apparently his dad gets really handsy whenever he thinks about the mom.
Right, but he could hide this under his bed. He could hide it in his dresser drawers.
This is the Captain Spirit's treasure. So this is his treasure that he's buried. And there's actually a step that we missed.
We skipped the step of finding the other pieces of the map.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops. Whose fault was that?
That's fair.
I don't care.
I'm okay with it.
Hey, I want all the contents.
This game's really just like Morrowind. If you know where the end is, you can just
go straight there. Yeah.
Which is markedly different from the original Life is Strange.
Yeah.
I miss Mom's smile.
Now, to go back, it's right, left, right.
Okay, all right. So that means the only things that are left are the superhero team keeping an eye on Mantroid and use the spaceship and find him, but only if we have the full costume, which I guess we're still missing.
What about the upper right?
Yeah,
we
still
did that.
Properly done the snowman. There's still parts that you haven't done.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
I couldn't get it to select.
You got to destroy him.
So you've got to go into the garage to get the rest of it.
Right.
It was in the trailer. Not the trailer. I mean the trailer for the game.
All right. Can we go into the?
I don't think you want to go up the treehouse. That's going to trigger the thing, isn't it?
Is it?
I'd be worried that
I don't think so.
Because there's no emotional
Behold, the flying fortress.
pizzazz, or whatever a good word would be.
There's no emotional trauma to trigger your reaction. Well, that means you're just going to fall to your death then.
The environment responds to emotional trauma.
Right. Well, that's just it. I'd be worried you'd fall down and just plain out die.
Okay, so there's more superheroes up here.
Oh, is there? Well, the Sky Pirate's up here.
Safe since we last
Maybe it's Australian basketball.
You think?
I bet they play in the winter.
Well, it's there somewhere.
Yeah, because they play baseball.
Open sesame.
Secret decoder.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can use this to read the map.
You're way behind us, kid. We don't need the map anymore.
Did he get drunk and forget that he made this?
Now I can use this to reveal the full map to my next adventure.
Zachary says, "Is there a difference?" I don't know.
These are my
Is
favorite
there?
baseball players, even if I don't understand the stats.
God, I hope none of them got arrested for steroids.
Harry did say mean things about Dad, but I can't let him see this.
Dear Mr. Erickson, I want to let you know
understand this kid.
that your son Chris got into a small fight with my son Harry Sorber and his friends after school this week. Chris claimed they were saying inappropriate things about you, but Harry is not that kind of child and only knows you through me. As you might know, Harry is an honor student and a decorated Boy Scout. Maybe you should talk to Chris about his behavior. If this bullying continues, I will be forced to speak to his school. Sincerely, Mr. Brett Sorber.
Mr. Brett.
This
Leah
is
says,
my
yeah, that kid does look
worst
drunk.
report card.
Zachary says he looks like
going
he's
better
on
now.
crack.
B minus in math, phys ed D, English C, history C+, elective art A. And he does comic
So
strips.
no basketball
I
in his
love
future.
watching
Got
Mom
it.
draw her comics.
Sweet Valentine.
Oh, that's where. Okay, so that's where
Valentine's Day,
he's.
sweetheart.
Yeah, he's following his mom's footsteps here. He's the artist.
I like his mum's style.
Yeah.
Very.
Nice.
It's distinct from the rest of the work. You know, it doesn't look like a comic that exists here. It looks like a separate thing that has its own existence.
Yeah. Wilfon says he made a song way back when with alternative lyrics to "Wanna Build a Snowman." Do you want to change your diaper?
He says he was seriously messed up by frost when he was a younger kid.
That's not Terry's son. He looks like his dad.
Did your youngest play that movie way too much?
Well, maybe I could
what?
take one little.
Didn't have any girl action figures.
You didn't even have like a She-Ra?
Oh, you're gonna light the cigarette? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Choking hazard in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Slow, like Dad.
Who taught you how to do this stuff? You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Mean, the biggest collection of
fit.
action figures we had as kids were Star Wars figures. You know, the little 3.5-inch ones, and there was a Princess Leia.
Yep. She was one of the original sets, I believe.
But I almost think that was the only one I could think of, and I think if they could have gotten away without having it, they would have.
Actually, you know, on Netflix, there's a whole story of the history of the making of those figures and the forays of the company and whatnot. So if you're interested, check it out.
It is really good. Yeah.
Did you see it?
I do know that there was a thing where like when The Force Awakens came out that they were making figures of like Poe and Finn, and there initially was not a Rey figure. It was part of the collection.
Yeah. Wow, Wilfred
Everybody
says,
knows
yeah.
that girls don't consume geek content.
Yeah, Kid B played it all the time when Kid C was born. Okay, so his kids overloaded him with Frost back in the day. Zachary says he has nightmares about the Care Bear movies. The toy...
I loved the Care Bear movies when I was a kid.
Really? Apparently it's terrified Zach. Yeah, Zachary, the toys that made us. Yep, that's the one. It's a good series.
Pirate, what's the situation since your last report? Did the storm cause any damage? No, Captain. The magnetic field protected us from any harm. We're lucky to have you. Keep up your good work.
Good old Magnus.
I really like Sky Pirate.
Oh, he's the best character so far. He's kind of hoarding the ammo to the Nerf gun, though. Come on.
He doesn't actually have a walkie-talkie up here, though. So the original theory is that, yes, he only does have one of them.
Oh, no, he does. He does.
No, it's right there. It's right there. It's next to him. Yep, to the left.
Oh, thank God.
There it is. Yep,
I don't think I would have emotionally been able to cope with a child that only had one walkie-talkie.
We had a bunch of those, and they usually sold them in sets.
There's no one to talk to. That's the saddest thing in the world. It's like having only one shoe.
All right, let's go down. So before we go inside, let's finish off the snowman, I guess.
Don't fall down. That would break my beep in the heart.
So you want to go into the garage?
You mean the garage?
There's something interesting.
I'm surprised she didn't say garages.
There's a difference in American speech that no one seems to notice. And some people say garage, and some people say garage. Black Star, I think, says garage, but I say garage.
As opposed to the garage?
No. Garage, not garage.
Yeah.
What made that?
What?
No, it's pronounced...
Say garage.
It's pronounced car house. Zachary says one shoe is better than none. Is it, though? Is it?
Yes, it is.
Wilfon says that there were several Princess Leia figures, one from Ender, one for Tatooine, and one from the Sand Barge.
Which was everybody's favorite.
Now I can color Captain Spirit just like my
dad.
He did say at some point he needed paint.
The British way was
right.
right.
This may be the last bit of the costume.
You do know that you are literally...
Is that a padlock?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Now, see that padlock? We already know this code.
Gave us a transformation sequence.
I take it this is the part where he's not using his powers for good.
But unlike those transformation sequences in most animes, it did not involve any nudity.
Thank Lord.
Well, he's a male character, so it wouldn't help. Zachary says the British way is right. Well, you do know that you guys are descended from all the colonists that originally went there, which were all criminals.
And it's
okay, so the costume
yeah,
is...
you guys were descended from the Puritans.
Home planet for a change.
Yeah, look how that turned out.
That is a urban legend. No Puritans.
I mean, all of
It's a
you were descended from the people who
conspiracy.
couldn't hack the original country, let's face it.
No, it was just trash, so we left.
Oh,
I mean, come on, have you seen the weather?
No, it's 2005.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just the simple version.
This is the year version.
Yes!
Zachary points out that some were the people who ran the prisons, which is an excellent point.
That's true.
Yeah, but they didn't have time to start families. They were too busy watching the criminals.
I mean, I say all this, but I'm Scottish, so
Yeah.
I was mostly just oppressed by the British people. And then
you're just the
occasionally
ancestors
we
of
tried
the
to
people
start
who are
our
too
own
lazy to
colonies, and that went
leave.
horribly wrong.
Nope. You were the ones that couldn't get out. So now you're all stuck.
Dear Charles, thank you for your lovely note and flowers for Kristen's birthday. They always mean more coming from you. We miss you and would love to see how Chris is growing. Like you, we still miss Emily every day, every hour and minute. We know that grief is part of your life, so we always know that we think of you often. We're always here for you like you were there for us forever. Please stay in touch and let's make plans to meet soon. Your family and always in our hearts and prayers.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen. Hopefully Chris is growing up. If he's growing down, there's a problem.
You know what combination I put on most of my combination locks?
So Dad does have binders of women. That's just his wife, though. Local woman killed in hit and run. Police are seeking witnesses to a fatal hit and run that occurred on December 16th, 2014 at 7:15 p.m. Tuesday night on Mantle Street and Asteroid Drive.
Oh, wait a minute. That couldn't be the truck driven by what's-her-face, could it?
Chloe?
Yeah.
Chloe and Max as they escape the storm?
Yes!
The victim, identified as Emily Erickson, 28, of Beaver Creek, Oregon, was apparently walking from her stranded car when she was struck head-on by an unidentified speeding vehicle.
If it was a truck with no plates...
She is survived by husband and son, who were not on the scene at the time. Captain Anderson says that the toll cameras may hold important clues. We're treating this as a case of vehicular homicide. Because it is a vehicular homicide. That's literally the definition. A vehicle struck and killed a person. That is
the definition of vehicular homicide.
Means.
But we're treating this case as a case of grand larceny.
Anybody with information regarding the incident should call the anonymous Beaver Creek Police Hotline at 555-CAPTURE.
Is it just me, or does the anonymous Beaver sound like a really, really good pub?
Yeah, I would drink there.
Yep.
In loving memory of Emily Erickson. Emily Erickson, 28, beloved wife, mother, and daughter, departed our world far too soon on December 16, 2014 in Beaver Creek, Oregon.
Way
Emily
too
was
soon.
Born in Eugene, Oregon on January 25, 1986 to Peter and Kristen Wyatt. Passionate artist since kindergarten, she was near the top of her class at Eugene High School, winning various local art competitions and a prize scholarship to the prestigious Blackwell Academy in Arcadia Bay, Oregon. After graduation, she went back to Eugene and married her college sweetheart, Charles Erickson, on May 1st, 2006.
Zachary says it sounds like an indie band.
Emily and Charles moved to Beaver Creek, Oregon in 2007, where she later began a rewarding career teaching kindergarten and inspiring young people in the arts. Emily and Charles were also blessed with a wonderful son, Chris, born on February 8th, 2007. So if any birth dates were codes or anything, I guess they were all here. Emily's honest and humorous online comic strips about her family life brought her humble recognition. She is survived by her husband, Charles, their son, Chris, and her parents, Peter and Kirsten. Funeral services are planned for 12 p.m. December 20th at Eugene Willow Hill Cemetery, with a reception to follow. Friends and family are welcomed and encouraged to pay their last respects.
Yeah, it's far more important we break the hot dog code. Yeah, I'm sorry. It would have made a lot more sense and better to use important dates and times
and the
like
firecrackers.
Thanks for storing my explosives, Chief.
Now, do we think that she seemed to be happy before she died, so presumably didn't know anything about Jefferson.
Well, she was a human being,
except
so
for the
I'm sure she
creepy
had
photo
ups
in the
and downs.
creepy book.
Yeah, except for she had a book of his.
With the creepy photo in it.
So do we think that maybe she was photographed?
That's what I'm thinking.
Very well adjusted.
Oh wait, if she died in 2014,
we're going off of 2 photos in a lifetime.
I know.
That's kind of a real narrow sampling pool.
We don't know the context, right? I mean, all the article says is stranded vehicle, but again,
Right.
I mean, we don't know. You know, if this kid had died falling out of his tree fort, is it just going to say, it's going to say he was injured while playing in the yard. It's not going to say his father yelled at him terribly because he snitched on the dad to the neighbor about him falling down drunk in his own house during the day, and then ran outside in a frenzy and fell. I mean, I'm saying it's not going to provide that context. So
no, but
we
I think
don't
any
know
cops that show up, they're gonna know him. They've probably been there before.
The parents could have been having a fight. He could have been drinking, or maybe she was, and she drove out and ended up getting struck. I mean, we don't know, right?
Yeah.
I think it'd be wrong to assume that it was a random thing.
This is where Mom went to school before we came here.
Oh, okay, and there's a bunch of stuff.
Oh, she went to Blackwell.
Yeah, that was what the last thing said.
No, I know.
The letter?
I'm just giving it a sense of occasion.
Dear Mrs. Emily Erickson, as principal of Blackwell Academy, I want to personally reach out and thank you for your continued support of our art program. Okay, so that would seem to indicate that either
she was on good grounds with the school.
Yeah, that even that Jefferson didn't do anything and she doesn't know about him, or at the very least she didn't blame the school for it.
Hey, she got out alive. That's the important thing. Oh wait, it didn't help.
Maybe she doesn't remember it.
Well, this is 2011 pre-Jefferson.
Okay, so Jefferson is not at Arcadia, is not at Blackwell when he produces his earlier book, then?
Yeah, we're gonna have to find a timeline.
Jefferson.
Mom didn't go to art school because of me, but she was already an
Wasn't there
amazing
when
artist.
Chloe was there.
Yeah, Funky, you're completely breaking up.
Do we know that?
Yes, it's mentioned that Mark Jefferson came to Blackwell in the first game very recently.
Okay.
And we know that he wasn't there when Chloe was there.
So the book is just there to let us know that he was creepy before he came to Blackwell.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a given.
So I guess that we know that it's not like Old Man Prescott corrupted him or something. Okay, dear Emily, we received your letter of withdrawal and withdrawal and resignation. I want first to congratulate you on your forthcoming child.
Yeah, she got knocked up and had to quit.
We are truly happy for you and your family. We're also selfishly sorry to lose.
Is he Jefferson's kid?
Oh God,
that's creepy.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Why do you think he's Jefferson's kid?
God, because I'm creeped out by Jefferson, and the kid is weird.
I've seen people speculate that before, though. Your unique and witty illustrations have been well received on campus and in the school paper. We expect to see more of your work with us and others. Hopefully, when you're ready, you will reconsider coming back to Eugene State to finish your art degree and further inspire us. If you have any questions, please contact us.
Oh, Zachary says he just remembered an old friend for no reason.
When Mom drew that, and Dad couldn't stop laughing.
Good night, handsome. Step 1. Step 2.
Now I've remembered an old friend.
You got cold again. Okay, this is a blanket-stealing married life comic.
Wilfred says, yeah, as long as it isn't a John Irving reason behind the accident. World According to Garp is as an interesting accident. Wow, it's been a long time since somebody mentioned the World According to Garp.
Isn't your turn, Mr. Officer? What's...
Oh, so they're having a sex game.
Oh, yeah, exactly. They're doing a sex role play, and the kid interrupts it.
Yeah.
When do kids not interrupt, though?
Mom and Dad always talked about how
That's actually kind of a cute comic.
They're literally hiding, like, almost all of their content in this garage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what garages are for.
Neighborhood Watch, The Jock and the Artist. Emily Wyatt and Charles Erickson, Eugene State College, 2005. Never judge 2 books by their covers is the motto of this odd couple from Eugene, each of whom is making local waves in their respective fields, and why we're showcasing them in this week's Neighborhood Watch. Emily White is a cartoonist whose witty work about her strange life has been featured in print and the web, even in the pages of this paper. She hates all sports by her own claims, yet is engaged to Charles Erickson, a local basketball star who some say is headed to the Oregon Ducks. Ironically, they met at the library and found true love among the book stacks while helping each other study for their torturous finals. I'm math and she's art, says the shy, blushing Charles, and clearly a man in love, which are actually the same thing from opposite sides, adds Emily with a warm smile.
So, who owns the leather and the cuffs?
My kindergarten teacher, but fun.
Oh, Leah says that Beaver Creek, Oregon is a real place, which is 100 miles from the coast.
Really? Oh, wow. So does that mean it's 100 miles away from Arcadia Bay?
That's what I was thinking.
Tiny and weird. Maybe
and an ultrasound.
Baby.
We can only hope. Zachary says Oregon is real? Yes, Zachary. Though most people wish it wasn't.
Okay, I think
Leah says yeah. So if it was Chloe and Max, they drove quite a ways. Well, they were heading on their way to LA, so.
All right, so I'm guessing we use the firecrackers to blow up the snowman.
I want to point something out.
I don't know. We got to blow something up though. I was given explosions in the trailer.
Leah used an accent mark on Chloe's name, which is correct. In the game, it had no accent or diareses or anything, and that always pissed me off.
You are ready to battle.
Am I the only one who's upset at that?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Wow. I can't believe this. Blackstar, does your cat have diareses over the E?
What?
What? Yeah, huh?
When you spell Chloe, your cat's name, do you spell it with the thing?
I don't know, man. She never asked. I mean,
well, no. Let me respond to that. I've never had to write down the name for her because she can't read, so therefore I don't think it would.
Yeah, but like at the vet.
For now.
I don't take her to the vet.
See,
she's on her own.
One of the things I find absolutely adorable is when I take my cat to the vet and they say Athena Mackay, which I'm like, oh, she took my last name.
I know,
when I adopted her. This is adorable. I never knew she had such strong feelings about it.
Actually, you should probably reply. Goes, I haven't asked her name. I wanted to respect her privacy. Yeah, the thing with the pets though and whatnot. No, Mom usually takes the cats to the vet. The only time I ever had to run to the vet is when one of our other cats had a heart problem, and it came a toss up between me and Dad, and I had to go pick up my mother at the train.
Yeah, so he automatically puts away the warm clothes when he comes inside. So
I think that's everything.
Well, no, we've got the spaceship.
Wilfred says, say Oregon, and I think Oreo cookies.
Oh, that's outside. Sorry.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I can use my spaceship
in the treehouse, dude.
Yeah.
No, it's the car.
What?
I thought the spaceship was this.
No. That looks spaceship-y to you.
Oh, we gotta get the car keys then.
Yeah. I thought we were going to go to the truck. Yeah, I thought we weren't done outside.
All right.
Zachary says, say Oregon, and I think Harvest. See, when somebody says Oregon, I think Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
We're nerds.
I think about this teacher I had in 6th grade.
Yeah. You've died of dysentery.
So we're going to find a new and interesting way to die by, trying to drive the car out onto the road, right?
Zachary says...
I hope so.
He meant Oregon Harvest.
We're learning about you today, Zachary.
Oh, we are.
All right, so what's Dad's stupid license plate?
I was going to say have a number on it. Stupid truck, but obviously they can't pick a real one, so...
Oh, what's in the back?
Crap.
Oh, it's 6 packs of beer. It's boxes of beer.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Pallets and cardboard boxes.
I wonder if Dad will teach me how to drive.
I wonder
Probably
if Dad
not,
knows.
Kid.
What's interesting is he's got a Washington plate, doesn't he?
Yes, but no number.
Wilson says the organ donor is probably the only tattoo he'd ever get. Do you know, I didn't think of that, but I love that idea.
Really?
If I was to get a tattoo, I would also get organ donor somewhere.
Are you there?
Hey, Jellybean, if I go to Scotland, you want to get tattoos together?
Loud and clear.
If he was gonna do this shtick, why didn't he bring the actual walkie-talkie with him?
Scotland will get a tattoo.
Mantroid is
Do you want an Avril Lavigne tattoo? I'm thinking about getting another one on my wrist.
No, I'm okay with that. I'm gonna have organ donor in very small writing somewhere.
Field check. Proton missiles check. Check. Windshield wipers.
I'll get it in ancient Greek.
Start the launch.
Actually, I'd probably get a really, really tiny small print one somewhere that says nosy little effer, aren't you?
Leocro's got a good point. It is odd that the truck doesn't have a bench seat.
Yeah, I thought that was weird as well, especially if it's like a pickup.
Meteor shower. Turn on the force field.
I think even in the UK, pickups have bench seats.
Bucket seats are an option on a lot of small Japanese pickups, but this thing kind of looks American.
Yeah, this would probably fall under the light duty category or just, you know, cheap piece of crap. Yep.
I wonder how
I used to do
wants a
this.
Fallout tattoo.
on this planet.
There was a button on my uncle's truck that didn't do anything, and I used to pretend it was the button that shot the lasers.
That's fair.
Spaceman Spiff finally arrives.
This is so Spaceman Spiff.
The planet is so dark,
Oh my god, I've done this too.
like blood.
I'm waiting for the F-14s flown by T-Rex.
No wonder Mantroid lives here.
When I was little, we used to go to Wales for a holiday, and it was like quite a different kind of landscape.
How could anyone live here?
Scotland was like these beautiful white sandy beaches and things like that, and I used to imagine that I was in Lord of the Rings.
Maybe it's a question you can answer me. Are there any whales in Wales? And if not, why do they call it Wales?
Well, not in Wales, but around Wales in the sea. Yeah.
Now this looks like Alan Wake to me.
It does look a bit Alan Wakey, actually. Yeah.
Oh, and I can't go any faster than this.
I'm really worried that you've left your only explosive device inside the snowman and you don't have any weapons. Not to mention there's no cover around here.
Mantroid, show yourself, you coward!
Boy, this kid's pretty brave for only being armed with candy bars.
Could have named the bad guy Dad Troid.
You're too weak to fight me, Captain Idiot.
No, that's Funk's name.
You won't get away from me.
Oh, is this gonna be the intersection?
Oh, dude.
This is where you get run over?
Fight me
Well,
instead
where-
of hiding.
Where Mom...
Wait,
Be
she died right down
Asteroid
the
and-
street from the house?
What was it? Asteroid and
Street and something else.
Marston, something like that.
You can't win this. You're chasing ghosts.
I'm just afraid he's gonna get hit by passing traffic.
Now, let's finish this.
No! I can't...
Just noticed now there was no atmosphere.
live.
Well, you didn't bring any spare, so yeah, you're in trouble. Narc, you are furiously pressing
Yes,
that A
I
button,
am.
right? Okay,
Yep,
just checking.
it's Mantle Street and Asteroid Drive.
There we go.
So they literally, she literally died right down the street from the
Well,
house.
I don't know if we.
I don't think
know if
we're
this is
literally
a
there.
Real place.
Yeah, when we wake up from this, I don't think we're going to be at that intersection. At least I kind of hope not.
Well,
I
that's
assume we're
it.
just going to still be in the backyard.
Wilfred says, "Oh, this borrows heavily from American McGee's Alice." You think? We'll have to put that one on the list.
I used to know this girl who was obsessed with that video game. Just
I
obsessed.
liked that game quite a
I
lot.
don't think I've heard of it.
Kind of
It was a
a
cult
weird
following,
gothic
from
version
what I
of it.
understand.
Okay, I think that's everything. So yeah, fair to
Boy,
say
I
we
was-
actually missed out most of the game's content the first time by
thank
waking Dad up early.
God, I made you do it.
Let's go wake Dad up and then see if we can cover for him so he doesn't get all pissed off.
I still want to see if we can become the
we'll do it
bartender
differently.
ever.
We'll do it differently this time.
Maybe we can make him slip and knock him out.
I can't. There's no power wake up dad option. Unfortunately,
Well,
I would totally do that.
Lazy boy. Find the handle. You could eject him and have him hit the coffee table.
I don't think that's a lazy boy. Oh, it might be.
Dad.
Well, it's probably a cheap
You
knockoff.
get from Scotland?
I think we know about them because they're in Friends.
Dad, come on.
I have acquired
Who's there?
Friends on Blu-ray. Pretty
It's
excited.
me. Chris.
Have you ever seen? You've seen it before, right?
Hold on, buddy, okay? Jesus.
Television show?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't quite old enough to enjoy it when it was still running.
Dad, are you
Till
okay?
late.
Do
So I
look
didn't
okay?
get to experience the
I tripped.
beauty of
Didn't
that
even
show
watch one goddamn game.
in its early seasons.
Fuck! That's just great. Oh, I think I sprained my foot. Shit. Chris, why did you wake me up?
Because the video game made
You
me.
told me to wake you up. I thought you said the pine tree.
Pine tree? I can't even walk in my own house, man.
You should be careful when you're, you know.
Jill, does the walkthrough say anything about anything being different based on whether or not we give Dad a beer or not?
No. Well, let me.
Dick, no matter what.
I mean, he finishes the whiskey bottle. I don't think that one beer
Who is that?
gonna make much of a difference.
Go answer. If it's some salesperson or some church group, you just close the door on them.
And if it's the neighbors, lie to them. Lie like a rug.
Castle, and it's our family. Right?
Right.
Never heard that before, but I'm going to say that now.
I quite like that as well.
What?
Lie like a rug.
Oh, is lie like a
My,
dog,
look
lie
at
like a
you.
rug.
What kind of costume
I've never
is
heard any
that?
of those. I've never been
Seriously?
instructed to lie.
I'm Captain Spirit.
Of course you are.
So I guess she doesn't remark
We
on the
need
costume
all the
unless it's
superheroes
finished.
we can get. And how are you doing, Chris?
Good, Mrs. Reynolds. Just.
Just?
Clean the house.
Just, you know, cleaning up the house and stuff.
On a beautiful Saturday like this, you should be playing instead.
I was.
I even saw you clearing the snow out of the alley, so I hope you don't work all day.
Well, it's laundry day. Dad's
Yeah,
watching.
as far as I
the
can
game,
tell, giving the beer
so-
does nothing.
That explains all the beer cans. Actually, I was going for a nice walk, but it sounded like the 4th of July over here. Is everything okay?
Blowing up snowmen.
Decorating the tree. What tree? We didn't get the tree.
Yeah, we didn't hear. Hit
We
B.
didn't hear Dad.
Well,
Okay,
you
well,
wanna
the only
lie.
thing we're not saying is we're not saying Dad just fell because we already said
Right.
that.
Yeah,
We
of
didn't
course.
hear.
Yeah, deny
Are
everything.
you sure?
Snitches get stitches.
Lordy, I thought, I don't know, but it was loud. And there's no other houses around.
You
But
probably
see,
heard
that
me
makes
and my
sense
dad
now
watching
that we
the game.
use the firecracker.
Kinda go
It didn't make
crazy.
sense for her to say she heard a noise when it was just
Yes.
Dad yelling F.
You're
I
not
mean,
the only one. I must be hearing things.
What?
I hope you have something else planned for today.
Kid, you are the worst at lying.
buy a pine tree, work on the treehouse. Well, we said pine tree last time, so let's say treehouse.
I wanted to fix up the treehouse. Maybe Steven could come by and help?
Well, that sounds like a fun job for a father and son.
Don't shame me, late neighbor lady.
Are you kidding? My
He's
dad
busy
can't
today.
hold a hammer. I mean, he's busy.
not good.
Yeah, he's
Well,
busy
okay,
today.
so now we've got no choice to rat him out one way or the other. He's busy being drunk.
Oh, my dad wants to. But he's super busy today.
Too busy on a Saturday to help you with the treehouse?
Yeah, he's tired from work and stuff. Plus, he's got to support his team.
And by
Maybe
work,
he
I mean
should
whiskey.
support his son instead. There's always
whiskey, I mean,
another-
hard
So
drugs.
there's no way to stop this conversation from not turning
I
into
think
something
I've
that's going to
heard
make
enough.
Dad angry. There's no
I'm
way to
going
do
to
it. If
talk to
you don't
Stephen
trash
about
him, she
this.
does.
Yeah, no, you can't say he's working the Hedron Collider.
Wait. You don't. Please.
I was at a bar
Listen,
yesterday, and one of the
I'm not trying to
cocktails
hurt
was
you.
called
Okay?
Giant
wanna help.
Hadron Collider.
You're not in trouble. You haven't done anything.
Is there a version of this where he comes into a rage and kills her, and then has to you have to help him bury the body in the backyard?
Yeah,
I'd be okay with that.
No, you had to tell her that you were decorating the pine tree to get that answer.
I see.
Hey, Zachary says whiskey is very
What
hard
did
work.
that nosy bitch want?
That was interesting.
Oh, nothing, huh? I was listening. I heard it all.
This somehow
Why did you
came off.
ask?
Yeah, I don't think
This
there's. I
somehow
don't think
came
there's
off
any way to
even
make
worse
that go
than
well.
the last time.
Yeah,
I bet you wanted
yeah,
to tell her
exactly.
what a shitty dad you have. Huh.
No, she just wanted to say hi. I didn't say anything, Dad. I swear. Dad,
Hey, you heard it
please
all?
believe me.
Jesus, stop that whining.
Yes, I did.
You're not a baby anymore. Oh, boo-hoo, Daddy. Believe me. Grow up.
But
You're
Is he 9?
just like your mom.
It's a weird conversation. His
Yeah, it's not
his
written very
reaction
well.
makes no sense, really.
Stop it.
Even
10
as an
or 11.
overreaction, it doesn't make much sense.
Why? And if it wasn't for you, she would have never taken the car that day. Never.
Being your mother.
Oh, hey, Chris, look, hey, I didn't mean that, but
Does this
Save myself
happen?
every day.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Is this kind
No,
of a
listen,
reaction
Chris.
something that happens to people?
Where they blame their children for their wives' deaths.
I don't know, we see
Yeah.
it a lot, don't we, in stories. I've never seen it in real life.
Yes. Situations I've known like this in real life. One of the parents dies. Oftentimes.
Well, usually it's what mother dies in childbirth, right? And the father.
Yeah, the father
Yeah.
blames the child. Don't hit that rung, kid!
That's the story.
That rung was perfectly fine 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, doesn't make much sense.
The neighbor, the
They're
creepy
retconning.
neighbor sabotaged it so she could use it as an excuse to steal you from your dad.
This scene still makes no emotional sense to me.
Yeah, it's
Even with all the
weird.
extra material we got to absorb there.
No, what's even weirder is he goes back in time and somehow becomes Chloe and Max's father. Alden.
So, like, are we supposed to think the neighbors saw this?
I don't know. I wonder
yeah.
why this. I mean, they were mentioned so briefly. The kid doesn't seem to have a relationship with anybody in the context of this story other than his dad.
Also, is that the same family as Mrs. Reynolds?
No, I don't think so. You can tell by the skin tone.
Well, that's what I was thinking, and also the
I know that's
great
what you
know
didn't
about
want to
that.
say it, so I'm
between
gonna
the
say
father
it.
and the mother.
Nope,
I
sorry,
don't know
they have a
about
higher melanin count.
She did say there's no other houses around here, so it
Yeah,
might
that's
just
why I
be that.
Yeah.
Be
Maybe
her
they're one of
husband or
Hollywood's
kid.
mixed race families.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm still.
That was. Well, it would have been more fulfilling, I think, if we hadn't had the early cutoff. It would have made
I don't
a
think it
little
would.
bit more of an impact.
No.
Yeah, I'm
no,
with Funk on this one.
I don't think even taken as a whole, I don't think the conclusion of
It
that
was a little light, you think?
it doesn't make any logical sense. It doesn't provide an exploration of any of the themes that are brought up in terms of what is this
It just
child's
kinda
life like,
glosses over them.
what are his relationships like.
Well, it's not very deep either way. It seems to be almost like this is going to be an introduction to another game. Like they wanted to test the waters to see if people would be interested in this topic or subject or something. I don't know.
If the kid's imagination behaved a little bit more like the Spaceman Spiff thing, or a little bit more like as if the child had a second. I mean, I think it's an overused and hackneyed technique. The idea of abusive child develops a multiple personality and the secondary personality takes over and saves you, and in this case the kid's secondary personality literally has superpowers. but that would have made more dramatic sense than this did. Or if the neighbor kid was more of a theme, like maybe he's the one with superpowers, or maybe, you know, so maybe you get saved by your friend instead of by yourself. I don't...
To be honest, I was thinking that maybe that ending of you falling out of the tree was going to have one or two potentials where one, you suddenly develop superpowers. The others, you fall down, break your nose and your arm, and your dad has to take you to the hospital in a drunken state and gets pulled over and spirals out of control horribly or something. So it would have been nice if there was more options and there was a little bit more depth to it. But I just think that as far as the whole cohesive story, I think it would have come off better if we didn't have that break in the middle where we accidentally ended it. I think ending it too early was way too easy to do by mistake. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, they could have prevented it. I mean, it would have been very easy to basically say, look, you can't wake Dad until you've done all the things.
Right.
You know, I did
not. The game did that.
Yeah, I did not anticipate that I was ending the game by doing that.
Wilfred says Legion? Question mark.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking of that as I was giving that explanation about superpowers. I was thinking, hey, that's kind of like Legion.
Oh yeah, Legion's weird.
But just because it involves those two things, multiple personalities and psionic powers.
Hey, Zachary says, but we got more stream. Yeah, technically, yeah,
oh,
we got a little bit more out of it. I hope we're not going to make Funk late, but I just think as far as tonality with the game, I just think it would have been smoother if that wasn't an accidental thing to do.
Yeah, that barely came to 3 hours with technical problems and a partial restart.
Yeah. Air punts? Really? There's bears on the screen and you're saying barely?
You have to take this game as a playable teaser, like that PT.
Yeah, right. It's kind of like a pre-demo.
Okay, not as good as PT.
Mm-hmm. Soft opening, hard opening.
I haven't played PT, and I wish I could. Oh, it's Doge! Doge!
No, I haven't played it either. I don't own a PlayStation of any sort, let alone one that's got PT installed. But I have watched multiple playthroughs of it, and I found that experience enjoyable. And most of the people who played it seem to find it enjoyable.
Speaking of what's
I've never seen anyone
stream,
beat it. How do you beat it?
Carefully. With a stick.
Okay, it's kind of complicated. There are a bunch of fragments of an image that you have to find in various places in the set of corridors. You have to.
Is that the one that we did before, that with the hyper repetitiveness?
Well, I mean, the looping corridor is repetitive, but we didn't do it because we didn't have access to play it. But I did show you a couple of the videos on it. And then there's a thing where you kind of have to walk in a certain direction, and you have to get the phone to ring, and then you answer the phone, and that's how you finish it. That's how it ends.
It's like playing a broken record that's also a Twilight Zone horror episode.
Very scary.
Yeah, it was weird. It really, really was. Okay, well, listen, we'd like to thank everyone for watching. We certainly hope that a lot of people didn't leave in the middle of the break. For those of you who are interested in the rest of the stuff that we do, please feel free to check us out on our YouTube channel. What are our thoughts on the rest of what we're going to be doing coming up? Did we decide whether we're going to be pulling the trigger on Narc's new desire, Nier Automata, or are we going to go with Jill? Finally, she was desperate to play the Dishonored series.
Let's see how we work out whether that setup can be made to work.
Can be viable.
And if so, we could do that.
Okay.
And we also still want to finish off Fran Bow sometime this week.
Yes, please.
And I don't know. Were we gonna make? Now you already have your Whisper of the Worm in Destiny, but I don't. So I don't know if we're gonna try and make similar attempts at that.
That might be tough. The only problem is that the wait time for going into that thing is incredibly painful.
Didn't they fix that? Didn't they do anything about that? Or?
No, because it wasn't broken. It was working as designed. The only problem is that because it was purely random, you could have completely long sequences of, heads or tails and just getting heads all the time. Yeah. So there was no preventative measure to keep it from getting sequenced over and over.
I thought they said that the method of randomization didn't do anything to prevent long streaks, but I thought they said they were going to fix that.
Oh, I'm sure. Someday, as in someday we'll find it, the Rainbow Connection. So in other words, for the next couple of weeks, it's still going to be exactly the same.
All right. Well, then maybe we won't do that right away. So.
No, but the 400 level, once you get it, grinding for the 400 is easy and on demand. So that I think would be a lot
I also
easier.
thought I read that they were going to add the lower one also to that.
Again, hopefully, but I don't think that they've done it in this update or in a scheduled near future. So, but anyway, okay. So final thoughts. You guys felt it was vapid and hollow and shallow and didn't work, or
story-wise, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, and this has been consistent with all of the Life is Strange games on and off, I saw myself in the characters. So even if the story is stupid, even if every character has daddy issues, even if there's no plot, or there's basically no gameplay, I will games until I stop seeing myself in the character.
Yeah,
Still enjoyed it.
I'm
Okay.
inclined to agree with Funk. Like, there is a lot of weaknesses within the Life is Strange games.
Yes.
I quite liked some of the gameplay changes that were in this game, like some of the things, time limit on them, or being played out in real time. I didn't like the fact that it ended unexpectedly, and was not well communicated to the player.
Yes.
But while I have a larger on-running question about what are these games trying to say, I just like having games about this topic and about these questions in general.
Okay, that's good. Nart?
I don't know. I'm not sure I'm that attached to any of the characters, with the possible exception of Chloe, to really want to stick with. I mean, again, since we've already done almost all the games, I probably would, just for the sake of completeness, want to see what they do next. But if it were not for that, I think I probably would be seriously considering not playing the next one. In fact, if anybody else wants to play the next one when that comes out for the stream, I'd be willing to give up the controller.
Okay, so Narc
I'll
is
do
not
it, but I
inclined.
can't stream well.
No, see, doing that from your phone, I think, could be severely problematic.
I don't know.
And the other thing is, I've been dying to do a little of No Man's Sky, simply because of the update. If anybody's interested in that, let us know in the comments below.
I'll let them know.
There's been a lot of changes with it. We probably wouldn't do a lot of it. I just think going over some of the highlights, because we had some strong feelings on the first one, and now 2 years later, we might have some better feelings or different feelings about it.
Well, like I said,
I know I do.
I might feel inclined to do for lack of a better word, a chill stream there, where I don't feel like, okay, now we have to come up with some witty observations about this thing, instead of just like, maybe I'll just play it and like.
No, I just want to go over the improvements. I just want to talk about the implementations of what they done and all the promises that were actually made and which ones maybe still haven't. So that I thought would be cool. But anyway, Zachary has a vote for Dishonored. So if anybody else is dying for that, I mean, I'm definitely interested, and Jilly's chomping at the bit.
Okay,
so
so
if we
yeah,
can
it says
technically make that happen.
Meet Chris again in Life is Strange 2. So it says Chris will be. So the link backwards is that Chris's mom, who is deceased, was a student at Blackwell, but apparently not at the same time that Jefferson was a teacher at Blackwell, and that Chris will be a character in the next game, but we don't know if anybody else is. I mean, this may be the only link, as far as we know.
The only link to Life is Strange 2 after the Armageddon. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching. We certainly hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to, again, check out all of our stuff over on YouTube. And we'll definitely letting know what we're going to be doing in the future. I am Blackstar, along with Nargajan, Jillybean, and Funkmon. We certainly hope that you all enjoyed it.
Hello.
We know we did. And we look forward to catching all of you in the very next video. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Over. I don't know if it's over.
We're saved!
breakfast.
Milk mission accomplished.
Behold, the flying fortress. I'm a superhero!
I am a super zombie!
Watch out, supervillains. Yes, Captain Spirit saved us! I like it when the good guys win.
Me too.
Are you sure you want to go on this dangerous mission? Now you are ready to battle with Captain Spirit. Yes! Captain Spirit!